the place all the time now. Everybody's like, "Oh, I should do a show." You know, we were just talking about Gavin Newsom and his big podcast. He's, they call him the Podfather, Gavin Newsom from California, and he's doing a podcast called "Why Me and the Democrats Are Wrong About Everything," where he talks to Republicans, and he just sits there while they tell him how stupid he is, and he goes, "You're right." It's a pretty interesting pod, actually.
It rules.
Yeah, you like it. You're having a great time with it.
Love it.
Right, and you never thought you'd be into a Gavin Newsom podcast.
But when you think about it, it's genius on his part.
Right, for him to be like, well, if I got all these haters, what if I just leaned all the way in and was like, hey, why do you think I suck? And then, whoever.
And have really good speakers like Charlie Kirk come on and just eviscerate him.
Right, and he's like, oh, you're making some good points. And I'm like, why is he doing this show? I would not do that show.
No, but people are watching.
Yeah.
Like if he just went on with Bernie Sanders and it was just this echo chamber of everything we've heard a million times, no one's going to care.
No, that's true. That's true. And there probably are people that didn't like him before that are enjoying. I like that he does. I like that because I always thought he sucked. So I like that he's talking about how much he sucks. There are probably people out there going, that's actually a good show. You're one of them. I got this guy because he sucks, but he's having people on that tell him that.
And he owns it.
I guess he does own it now. Is he going to have Crowder on, do you think? Oh, yeah. Who's going to sit at the table?
Crowder still doing it?
Yeah, he was on.
I don't hear about him anymore.
Well, I think he does Rumble and stuff like that.
I just don't hear about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then, maybe I wouldn't be. Has he had Tucker on?
No, that would be a good one.
It was only had 2 episodes.
Oh, what's the second? Oh, right. He had
Steve
Tim
Bannon. Wait, I guess 3 episodes.
3 episodes because he had Tim Waltz on.
Yeah, he had to balance it out a little bit.
Right. So he said
Tampon Tim.
Okay.
Is that how he introduced him?
Yeah.
Yeah, because now Gavin Newsom has been
a bully.
Well, he's been indoctrinated by his podcast guests.
Well, I think Tampon Tim's going to be his ring name.
I gotcha. You mean because he's a wrestler now?
Yeah.
Right. And this is probably Gavin Newsom. Do you think he's going to look at the numbers and be like, oh, Tim Walsh didn't say I suck once, and the numbers are dropping. Maybe I need to get back to having the people on who don't like me. Yeah, he said, I guess they're going after the Trump supporter, Tim Walz is. Because Gavin Newsom isn't 100% sure who his audience is anymore. He used to go after all the Trump supporters, but now
he's defending them.
Yeah, he likes to defend them. He likes to have them on the pod. It's just weird because
he's my boy.
Well, yeah, because it used to be. I don't know. I'm so confused. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out the media landscape. I'm impartial. I'm just trying to figure out what the rules are, because it used to be you're not allowed. They said platforming. They said you're not allowed to platform people. It's bad to platform people. And I said, okay, all right, I understand the rules. And then Gavin Newsom was like, well, I'm going to have this podcast where not only do I platform people, they tell me their viewpoint, and I don't really have that much of a retort. And I was like, you're like a governor, right? You know how to debate people. He's like, yeah, but we platform people here. I was like, I thought you're not supposed to do that. That was before. Okay. All right.
Well, their numbers are dropping. So
whose numbers?
The Dems.
Oh, and so he's like, well, if we just have people tell us
we suck,
we don't know what we're doing. Oh, okay. All right. I understand the strategy now. Just figuring out the rules of the game. That's all. And I'm trying to, and because my thing is, because McClure told me you need to start putting your listeners on game, is what he told me. So I'm trying to figure out the game so I can put you guys on. That's all. What were you going to say, Mike?
Maybe it's like the producers.
Oh, yeah.
And he was trying to produce a flop because he's been having sex with old ladies.
Gavin Newsom has sex with old ladies?
Possibly.
You're saying by rules of the producers.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Okay.
And to get out, he doesn't want to have sex with them anymore.
Sure.
He's kind of a wealthy guy. He just wants to drink wine and have sex with young ladies.
Younger ladies, right.
So he's trying to get out of it by producing a flop, but it's accidentally been a big success.
Right. I gotcha. So it's springtime for MAGA?
Yeah.
I see. Okay. And he doesn't understand why everybody's so into it. All right. I think that you're right. I think he also doesn't realize that people love controversy, because he had Tim Walz on, maybe thinking this won't be controversial, but then Tim Walz let the big guns out. Let's hear a little bit of Tim Waltz letting him know, hey, because I feel maybe Tim Waltz heard Charlie Kirk say that if you're not good at podcasts, you are not a man. Because remember, he said that. He said, well, you guys... It's a masculine thing. And then Alex Cooper was like, really? And they were like, yes. All the successful podcasters are very, very masculine. And Alex Cooper was like, for sure? And
Alice.
They were like, yeah. Huh?
Alice?
Alex, I said. Alex Cooper.
I thought you said Alice.
No, she's my coworker. I know
Alice
her.
Cooper.
That would be dope.
If Alice Cooper had a podcast, I would definitely listen to Alice Cooper's podcast as well. I'd like to hear what he has to say. I mean, imagine Alice Cooper interviewing Ted Nugent. You wouldn't listen to that?
It'd be sick.
It'd be sick.
They were just talking about Feed My Frankenstein.
Have they ever had Alice Cooper on Alex Cooper?
Oh.
I would listen to that too.
Cooper X Cooper?
Yeah. I got to figure out who's running that channel because I got some ideas. But this is Tim Waltz on the Gavin Newsom show.
Figured it out that the identity piece of this is more important than the actual substance behind
Well,
it.
they've been doing it for decades. I mean, we've saw the welfare queens. They've seen the Southern strategy. We've seen it over and over. It's an old playbook, and we're as dumb as we want to be that we allow them to do this with CRT and ESG and DEI and every three-letter word.
And then they demonize people.
Yeah, demonize, and they weaponize grievance. They other people. They talk down to people, past people. They humiliate people. They weaponize difficult issues. But the bottom line is, and I think it goes back to what we began with, is, and I applaud you for this, is we cannot continue to be on the defense reacting to this. We've got to go on the offense. We got to meet people where they are. But I also think this,
Can you
and
pause
this
for a
is
second?
where
We can't be on the defense anymore. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to invite people on our podcast, and they're going to insult us, and we're going to be on the defense. Like, what? All right.
Sounds a good strategy to me.
You love it.
Love it.
You're loving it. So far, you're a subscriber.
So far, it's great.
Yeah, okay. Troy's a subscriber. And Troy doesn't do podcasts because Troy's out of that age bracket. Troy is still in the sort of like, Troy's pissed that they don't send him the TV Guide magazine anymore because he doesn't know when anything's on. Like, how are you supposed to know, right?
I don't know.
He's complaining to his poor fiance.
I missed it.
I don't know when anything's on. They don't send the magazine anymore.
I gotta find Tampon Tim. Where is he?
Yeah, on the internet.
What?
A show on the internet?
where, this is part of the conversation I'm trying to have is you got to respect people you disagree with, and you can't just dismiss people. This
How do you
notion
fight it?
this
I
notion
think
of
I could kick most of their ass. I need that ass. They want to. I know I can outrun them, but I don't know if we're going to fall into that place where we want to. Okay, we challenge you to a WWE fight here type of thing.
Yes, let's do it. Let's do it. I want to see it. Yes.
You said it, Tim. Please follow through.
That's how I would always. That's when I was in school. When the bullies would come over, I go like, "I'd like to challenge you to a WWE fight." They're like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, entrances."
You mean like on Nintendo 64?
Yeah. You come over, me and you, WrestleMania 2000, right now. No, every time they'd be like 3:00 in the parking lot. I go, "Okay, let me get the ring announcer. Let me get the referee. I'm gonna bring somebody out with some sparklers so I can like kind of look like Goldberg when I come out. It's gonna be great."
Bill Goldberg?
Yes. No, Goldberg from the Mighty Ducks. I'm gonna wear a jersey. Bill Goldberg.
Bill Goldberg.
You gotta say it with that Calgary accent.
Never gets old.
No.
Where we want to. Okay, we challenge you to a WWE fight here
Nice.
type of thing.
No,
Counter it
but
with-
it's a natural reaction. I think it's one of the reasons we're losing so many men. And again, it's multi-ethnic. It's not just white men. We're losing them. We're losing them to these guys online. We're losing them to people that I'm bringing on this podcast as well. That's why I brought.
These are bad guys, though. These
I
are
brought Charlie
bad
Cook-
guys.
And you're a
but they
good guy.
exist.
Yeah, what's WWE?
He's such a good. Tim's the good guy. Everybody's the bad guy.
Wasn't he in China grooming people or something like that?
No, I don't think so.
Probably.
I heard that on the internet.
You okay? All right.
It was all over X during the election.
Right. You must have slipped into Troy's algo for a sec. No, I don't think that. I think that turned out to be false. It actually.
It was reported.
Well, I remember it being reported. I think it was also reported to not have been an actual thing. But I don't. Who's to say?
I like all of a sudden Tampon Tim's now trying to be masculine.
Wow, because he heard Charlie Kirk.
I mean, it's so true. Like, who that represents the Democratic Party is masculine in any sort of way.
Gavin Newsom?
Gavin Newsom.
That's your idea of what a masculine man
Look how
is?
handsome he is. Look
He's
at
a
his.
handsome man.
Troy, I'm joking around.
Troy gets
Okay,
pissed.
so am I.
When you start talking.
So am I.
Come on, bro.
John Fetterman?
John Fetterman's masculine. He won't even wear a suit.
No, he wears those shorts. I can see his knees.
Actually, I don't think men are supposed to wear shorts. Right?
Not in the workplace.
No, not in the work.
No, that
like a
displays
goofball.
like you've given up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, but it's toxic masculinity, isn't it?
That's just masculine, period. They
Oh.
hate masculine men.
You're saying they have masculine periods?
What about Pete Buttigieg?
You think he's a masculine man?
I do.
I do.
Mayor Pete?
He ran the Department of Transportation.
That's right.
Woman can't do that.
No? This makes a good point.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's true. They've
Obama was masculine.
Obama's masculine. He plays basketball.
he's probably the last one.
He put up numbers. He put up numbers on the court.
He was probably the last
Yeah,
Democrat
'cause-
that had like masculine traits. Well, they've just alienated
What about,
everybody that's
By the way,
masculine.
Bill Clinton was very masculine.
Super. Oh yeah.
He was very, I mean, he had testosterone oozing out of him.
Yeah.
He couldn't even get his job done. He was so masculine.
just frothing.
I mean, yeah, everywhere he went. It's like, shouldn't you be busy, dude? He's like, no.
I'm so horny.
Yeah, that's a good impression.
That's really good. Troy.
That's good. Sounded like him. I think he said that on Arsenio that one time.
So horny.
I'm so horny.
I'm so horny.
What about Cory Booker? Wasn't he
He's-
dating Rosario Dawson?
He's masculine. Cory Booker's masculine.
I mean,
Cory Booker's masculine.
okay.
You don't even know who he is.
Of course I do.
I seen a whole documentary about him when he was running for mayor of Newark, and he dated Rosario Dawson. He's masculine.
Rosario Dawson wouldn't put up with.
She's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
He's hyper masculine.
he is hyper masculine.
Oh yeah,
He's meta.
he is.
Wait, no, he's not meta.
He's a meta male.
No, meta males are
Oh.
bad.
Oh, I thought it was just a guy who's on Facebook nonstop. Well, okay, so should we keep listening to Tim or do we get it?
We get it.
Okay. So I was going, okay, well, it looks like Gavin Newsom has figured this out. He's like, the trick is have a podcast, right? And you go, oh, okay, he's got it. However, the other side is clap back. Troy, your side.
My side.
Yeah.
This is my side.
You guys have your own podcaster that's going to make sure Gavin doesn't take this whole thing away.
So you say there's a juxtaposition.
A full juxtaposition to go like, okay, Gavin, you think you got something? Well, I got something too. Troy, your guy, Ted Cruz,
Lion Ted.
has dropped the Ted Cruz show. Are we listening to Ted Cruz podcast? Because if anyone should have a podcast, I was sitting there, right?
What's it called? Cruising?
Cruising. It's called Cruising for a Bruising, and Ted. It's a
Oh,
debate.
it's the verdict.
It's a. Well, it really is a debate. The verdict. What verdict?
Verdict with Ted Cruz.
Verdict with Ted Cruz.
Podcast.
In case anybody gets confused. This is not some internet show. Even though, like, this video, they don't even, they put a chyron on it so it looks like a cable show. It doesn't look like they made it look like a television show. Why are you doing that? Just make it, at least Gavin makes it look like a podcast, right? Have you seen his logo? It looks like scratchy lettering. It's like, we don't care. We're just doing a podcast.
I'm just going to write my name wrong.
I'm writing my name here on the podcast because it's a podcast.
Too much of a man to write.
Right. Whereas Ted Cruz is like, can we get some of the interns from Fox to make us a chyron? Chyron?
Is Cheyenne available?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got some ideas, Ted. I have experience in legacy media. Yeah, so your guy Ted Cruz, Troy, has his own podcast that's coming
Everybody need a podcast?
out. Yes, of course they do. Everybody, if you don't have a podcast, you ain't shit.
So I ain't shit?
You ain't shit. Fuck. Write that down, Danielle, when they said, what did you learn at your internship? If you ain't got a podcast, you ain't shit.
Noted.
Right. Yes. And when you hear Ted Cruz give speeches and stuff, I was sitting there for years. Why didn't this guy have his own podcast? This stuff is gold. Remember when he was like explaining why he went to Cancun instead of taking care of his state when there were power outages all over the place?
Yeah, I remember that.
And when he was explaining it, I go, man, this would fit so well on a podcast
This
format.
would be a great podcast.
I would listen to this on a podcast. I don't know if I'm going to listen to this speech, but if you could get this on my phone as a podcast, I would listen to this for sure. And yeah, I guess Ted, I don't know if this is the first episode or if this has been around for a while, if I'm telling you the truth. I don't know how long The Verdict with Ted Cruz has been around. And I mean, I'm in the podcast space. I'm in the satellite radio space. I'm in all these spaces, podcast space, digital space.
625
Episodes?
I just went to
What?
No.
Look, it says see all 625.
There's
my
no
God.
fucking way.
What?
The fact that there's more than one, I was like,
I thought that was the first one.
I was 100% convinced that Ted Cruz just started a podcast because he wanted to compete with Gavin Newsom. Has he done the 600 in like the last week? Like he just keeps pumping them out.
Guys, I got to record 600.
I got to make because they're never gonna click.
Oh, it's on iHeart.
See all.
Oh,
Maybe it got an award.
I think everything's on iHeart.
I mean, click on something so I can see.
look at his picture. He looks constipated in this photo.
Well, he's like,
Which one?
His main one.
Nah, he looks fine.
because Ted Cruz has that look like he's gained a lot of weight, but his body was never built to hold that much weight. You know what I mean? So it looks like uncomfortable. Like some kind of overweight people look like kind of jolly. You know what I mean? Like it was like, oh, okay, they're living a comfortable life. Good for them.
Oh my God, they launched this in 2020.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, on IMDb it says 2020.
What?
5
Blowing my
seasons.
mind right now.
5 seasons?
Yep.
You haven't
Maybe
been-
it's like Schitt's Creek where it won't get popular until it's almost over.
Maybe. Troy, you haven't been listening to Cruising Together for 5 weeks for 5 seasons?
My mind
Cruising
is
with my homies?
Yeah. That's the song they use in the beginning. They go, I love it when we're cruising together. Hey, welcome to Cruising Together with Ted Cruz. You haven't been listening? You've got a whole library to catch up on, dude. Congrats.
my God.
What a weekend it's going to be for you.
Can you imagine if you had known this before you went to Hong Kong?
Oh, we would have said, what are you going to do on that 16-hour flight? You'd say 16 cruising with yous. I'm going to have 16 episodes of Cruising Together.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I had no idea.
And look at it. It's doing numbers.
Is it? Oh yeah. I guess it is.
Well, the Elon ones.
Yeah, the Elon one is doing some numbers.
Oh, okay. Real Justice isn't really,
Is that REEL?
Yeah, I think it's his movie review show. What is Real Justice? Now I'm very, very
I don't
curious.
even see what you're talking about. Oh,
the
right
end.
there. Oh.
Oh, by the way, this is not like, look at the dates too that all this came out. Oh, we're advertising that Live
Nah,
is
it's
going
just
back
a
on tour.
commercial, but that's
awesome.
pretty cool.
That's awesome. It seems very sporadic that these episodes come out.
What do Criminal Minds, The Princess Bride, and Patton have in common? If you said strong, memorable characters, a focus on conflict, and clever, iconic dialogue,
Then you'd be liable to get an ass whipping.
You'd be
if
absolutely
any
right.
of those phrases came out of your mouth, you get an ass whipping in front of everybody. Troy, if Travis said any of those 3 quotes, and I said you got to whip that dude's ass right now, would you do it?
Yeah, of course. I have to.
You'd have to.
Guys, I really like The Princess Bride. Why is that? Clever, iconic dialogue?
Hey, Troy, man, can you go kick that dude's ass real quick?
hang on.
I know he's your boy, but can you just?
Oh, these are some of his personal favorite movies.
I mean,
Join Ben Ferguson and Senator Cruz during the holiday break as they explore his full list of top films and TV shows. I would actually like to know what these are.
I would too, because it's like there is nothing interesting about it. It's all like these are movies. He has seen these movies
There's
one
no way
time.
he watches Outer Banks.
He does not watch Outer Banks.
No.
No, he does not watch Outer Banks. Although it would be great if he was like, I fell into Degrassi, The Next Generation.
That Drake.
Yeah. He was Jimmy Brooks.
Here's his 25 best movies of all time.
His 20, he's got a list of 25?
That's what the Chiron just said.
25 movies of all. Can you imagine being like, I'm going to do a podcast where I'm going to rank my top 25 movies of all time?
It's 15 too many, at most.
At most. Also, bro, how long is the episode? It's 35
36 minutes. Yeah.
Bro, if I was doing a show where I'm going to rank my 25 best movies of all time, it would drive McClure crazy. I'd be here for 9 hours.
You wouldn't knock it out one movie in 1 minute?
One movie per minute. You can't explain why it's a top movie of all time per minute. I mean, I couldn't even hear how many times Danielle saw that Zendaya movie in 1 minute.
All right, Princess Bride. Godfather.
The Godfather. Okay, he's way outside the box. This is a real cinephile, this Ted Cruz.
Scarface.
Oh, wow. Oh, man, he really does love film.
The Criminal Minds TV show.
He's just a fan of what's his name.
With what's his face?
I like I mean, come on, dude. I like the Princess Bride.
Joe Mantegna.
Yeah, he loves Joe Mantegna. Whatever Joe Mantegna is in. I love the Princess Bride, Scarface, The Godfather, the show Criminal Minds. What's
Fletch?
this guy has not one original thought. Not
You
one.
don't see Fletch on many top 25s.
People love Fletch.
I know people love Fletch, but they don't bring it up to their top 25. Maybe Kevin Smith.
Maybe, but I'm just saying these are not risky choices. Amazing Grace.
Amazing Grace. That's got to be some religious movie.
Yeah, he wanted to just remind people, like, I like religion too, not just Scarface, where he does a whole bunch of coke and gets a pet tiger. I still am a man of God.
2006.
That big guy at the bottom of the poster looks like Alec Baldwin.
Is it Benedict Cumberbatch?
I don't know, man.
I ain't never heard of this.
And there's no way he's seen it more than once.
No.
There's just no way. What else does Ted
He
Cruz?
spent a lot of time on Amazing Grace.
Oh my gosh, we only got 35 minutes. Unforgiven. Was that I mean, come on. Like one outside the one.
Okay, I don't believe this for a second.
There's no fucking way. You're just saying that.
Team America.
I mean, that's just one of your interns was like, this will make for a good clip.
You want to hear what he has to say about it?
Of course I do, because I want to see if he's ever even seen it. A lot of people don't realize this is puppets.
Yeah. Matt Damon.
Okay, and I'm going a little edgy. So
Yes.
Team America World Police.
Oh, a little edgy.
It's a puppet movie.
I mean, God damn it! I just told you. I didn't even know this podcast existed. There's no way.
You ever see that puppet movie?
It's a puppet movie. He hasn't seen the film. Somebody played America Fuck Yeah for him one time.
That's a good movie.
And he was like, did they do puppets for this music video? They go, no, the whole movie is puppets. He goes, okay, put it on the list. It's number 20 or 19 of my top 25 of all time. It's a puppet movie. It's an edgy puppet movie. Oh, man, you really are peeling the layers back on this onion. You're kidding me. You're not going to expect, a lot of movies have actors. This one has puppets. Oh, okay. All right.
It's edgy.
Whoa, watch out now.
I was in shock, but I was dying laughing.
So Heidi doesn't like movies very much. I took Heidi to see it. She almost fell to the floor laughing.
So
She did
y'all
not.
clicked
And you
on that.
didn't take her to see it. You didn't see it in theaters. You didn't take her to see it. You don't like movies either. And like,
I know you don't like movies. You want to go see this puppet movie?
Can I be polarizing here?
Yes, please.
If you're in the courtship phase of a relationship and the woman that you're courting, I don't care what kind of connection you have, says, I don't like movies, it's done.
Sam, is that a red flag?
It's the reddest of red flags. It's waving. It's one of those like big flags that they have like to bring boats in. It's a massive red flag. Like, what? I don't like movies? Like, you're not even that's not even a thing to say.
Yeah.
It's a whole you're just cutting yourself off.
So you would never date Troy?
No, because Troy. No, unfortunately, I would not date Troy. But there's other reasons.
That's a bummer for Troy.
I know. But at least Troy can hit you with like.
Sam said he wouldn't date you.
I'm not. I apologize.
I know he would, because I'm not a big fan of movies.
But at least you can hit me with Airplane and the Queen movie. And if I actually,
There's a couple other ones.
Oh, what was that Space Camp movie?
Space Camp was great.
but
Howard the Duck.
And you know what? And I know for a fact that if we were sitting on it, if we were on a date, you and I, and we were sitting at a Chili's, I would pick the place. And
same side of the booth?
No, because it's first date.
Okay.
And
fair.
And I go like, oh, like if you're like, I'm not really into movies, I'd be like, what? And you're like, I do like Howard the Duck. I know we could have a lengthy, meaty conversation about the film Howard the Duck. And then it would be okay, 100%.
Really?
Howard the Duck.
No.
See, we're good. We're back on the same page now. Okay.
Short Circuit. You fuck with
Okay.
Howard.
Okay.
I fuck with Short Circuit hard. Okay.
See?
So
95 Alive.
Yes.
So he says I don't really like movies. That's different from being like
I don't like movies. Hattie doesn't like
movies. She was on the floor when I took her to see this. All lies. Everything after Heidi doesn't like movies was all fabrications.
It is screamingly funny. Now, it makes fun of both sides.
Yeah.
It makes fun of Republicans, Democrats.
Everybody.
It's the guys who do South Park who did it. It is puppets.
He's by the way. 45 seconds describing the movie. He said puppets twice.
Stop saying puppets.
He's never seen the film.
It's puppets.
It's the guys who like South Park. It's the guys who did South Park that did this movie. Oh, wow.
Did I mention that it was puppets?
It's puppets.
What else is on my notes?
I know usually we don't go this deep into filmographies, but like this is a guy who, and this is what I love when politicians start going like, no, here's the stuff that I do outside of politics. It's nothing. It's not, you're not a human being. There's no humanity here. These are lies. He hasn't seen the movie.
Or truly equal opportunity offender.
It is now. I'm going to give a warning.
Oh, just the buzz.
Every third word is a profanity. If you are offended by profanity, skip this suggestion. I will say, when we were fairly newlyweds, we went on vacation with Heidi's parents down at Lake Powell, which is fabulous, and we brought it with us, and we sort of, like Heidi and I, remembered this is really, really funny, and I think we didn't quite remember that every third word is a profanity.
Oh, you didn't
and
know
I'm
that.
sitting there with Heidi's parents as we're listening to blinkety blink 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 blink. We didn't finish the movie.
Yeah.
Like 10 minutes into
What
it,
are
we
you
just
talking
turned it
about?
off.
I can't believe you brought this.
But he said-
Hold on, that's a lie. Hang on, no, that's all a lie.
Go ahead.
That movie came out in 2004, and they got married in 2001.
What?
That is all a lie.
You did the research?
I did the research.
Oh, we got the receipts, bitch.
Nice job.
You didn't bring it with you as newlyweds.
Which means that at the very least, newlyweds, quote unquote, you had been married for, like, let's say 5 years.
Yeah, because it came out in 2004, so it probably came out on DVD in 2005.
Right. So it's 05, 06. So we're talking, 20 years ago at the most. 20 years ago, he was in his 30s.
Yeah.
So you're telling me, as a man in your 30s who's been married for years, you don't want your wife's parents knowing that you know bad words? You're in your 30s and you have to turn off the bad words? Like, what? That story would apply if you were 12 and watching with your parents.
I didn't want them to know I knew bad words.
Yeah, they say the fuck word. Can we say that on this pod?
Am I allowed to say that right now?
I don't know.
None of the story is true.
It's lies. This one's a lie, too. You caught him, Travis.
I got him
You
red-handed.
He got him hard, didn't he? Didn't he? Oh, you were newlyweds? See, this is why he needs a different co-host. Wouldn't you like a co-host that held his feet to the fire?
Hang on a second.
By the way, that would be the best podcast ever if Ted Cruz gives his top 25 movies and his co-host just keeps proving that he's lying about all of them.
It's like, no, you didn't.
No, you didn't see that.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. No, I didn't. But you can imagine.
You're lying again, Ted.
You got me. You got me. This is what he was saying. This is what he said, lying Ted.
Like these politicians that just have to lie to seem cool.
Yeah.
But they're just obvious lies. They're easily checkable lies.
Somebody should have come to Ted Cruz and say, hey, man, I'm thinking we launch a podcast with you. His response should have been, I have absolutely nothing to say. It's a terrible
That's
idea.
a terrible idea.
It's a terrible idea. Oh, what if I did my top 25 best movies? Team America. And then, I mean, these buds.
Also, Criminal Minds.
Criminal Minds. By the way, that's the one show he's ever watched. I got to throw He has watched Criminal Minds. That's why it's the one show that makes no sense on this list. Every other movie, there's not even a debate. This is not a fun list. If you put together a list of 25 movies that are your favorite, and it's everybody knows they're good movies, it's a worthless conversation. Like, that's why you got to put a.
I bet there's more TV on the list.
There's got to be more TV.
I bet he has The West Wing.
Of course he does. You know what? He's a dumb guy. He's a dumb guy. He's not an analytical person.
But you said, like, if it's all movies that people love, like, it's a boring list. He had Amazing Grace.
That was because he knew he wanted to throw in the movie where the puppets say bad words. So he had to remind people that he was still a good guy.
Balance it out.
Yeah.
Balance it out. Yeah.
Have you ever seen that movie?
Amazing Grace?
Yeah.
I haven't caught that one.
You don't even know what it is.
No.
No, nobody does.
Nobody's ever heard of that movie.
This is really, really funny, and I think we didn't quite remember that every third word is a profanity.
I'm
and
sorry,
I'm
can you
sitting
pause
there
again?
with Heidi.
Sure.
It's lies.
Actually, I'm going to go back a little.
It's lies.
You think that's a lie?
Yes. Have you ever forgotten that they say There's raunchy material in the movie Team America World Police.
So hang on. You don't believe the story that he and his wife,
As
who
newlyweds.
didn't like, hang on, I'm going to tell you the whole story.
Sorry.
That he and his wife,
Right.
who doesn't like movies,
His wife doesn't like movies.
went to go see a puppet movie in the theater.
That's right.
She fell on the floor laughing. It was so funny.
Yeah, she's on the floor.
Then, as they were newlyweds, 6 years after they got married,
Right.
they brought the DVD
Right.
to his parent to her parents' house.
Right.
But they had forgotten how profane it was.
I think, yes.
You
And then they turned it off because they didn't want the parents to
I
know
forgot how profane this was.
deep into their 30s that they watched movies with curse words. Yes.
All right.
That is the Ted Cruz story of Team America World Police. And his co-host, who also wants to prove he saw the movie, throws in the buzz phrase, equal opportunity offenders.
You know, they're equal opportunity offenders.
I mean, this is like, if you wrote this for the worst website in the world, the editor would come back at you and say, this is not appropriate for this web. This is you've never seen this movie.
I would bet that they rented it with Heidi's parents, thinking that it was a puppet movie about America actually policing the world.
That's right. And they were like, this sounds great.
This is great. We should be.
This is actually what we're working on right now. This is what we're trying to...
Why are they saying fuck so much?
Yeah. You know what this is? You know what Ted Cruz's favorite movie list is? It's doing a book report about the cover of the book.
I like this movie. It's called Team America.
Yeah. Well, the letter was scarlet. And you see this girl on the cover that looks sad. She was sad about wearing the letter that was scarlet. And well, they call the story The Scarlet Letter.
In conclusion,
it was a good book. And one we can all learn from. The end.
By profanity, skip the suggestion. I will say, when we were fairly newlyweds, we went on vacation with Heidi's parents down at Lake Powell, which is fabulous, and we brought it with us, and we sort of, like Heidi and I, remember this is really, really funny, and I think we didn't quite remember that every third word is a profanity. And I'm sitting there with Heidi's parents as we're listening to blinkety blink, 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 blink.
Heidi, you remember a couple years ago when you were laying on the floor of a movie theater unconscious because you thought this movie was so hilarious. We forgot. We thought it was PG humor.
No, were there any profanities in that movie? I don't think so.
I remember being on the floor giving you mouth to mouth because you had laughed so hard we thought you were dead. In the theater, in the AMC.
Didn't finish the movie. Like 10 minutes into it, we just turned
Heidi,
it off.
I can't believe you brought this in front of your parents, right?
10 minutes in.
They turned it off 10 minutes into the film.
They brought the movie there, so there was a conversation about what movies should we bring. Bring that one.
Bring that DVD, because we love the movies so much.
And 10 minutes in.
That we have it on DVD. Presumably, we've already watched the DVD of it. Because who would buy a DVD and just leave it on the shelf? Especially in that era. That was the DVD era.
Yeah.
You go home, you put the disc in. But not only did we see it in theaters and Heidi was unconscious, but then we bought the DVD and we watched the DVD. And then after watching it in theaters and watching the DVD and claiming that we were newlyweds 6 years in, we then forgot that there was profanity in it. And within 10 minutes... shut the film off for two reasons. Number one, the profanity. And number two, I remember quickly that Heidi may fall off the chair unconscious again if we leave this film on.
Now, Mom, Dad, don't be surprised if your daughter passes out.
Your daughter might pass out because it's so funny. And the parents, they said this, but she doesn't even like movies.
That's impossible, Dad.
No. It's that funny. And I don't think there's one curse word in it.
Blink, 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 blink. We didn't finish the movie. Like 10 minutes into it, we just turned
Heidi,
it off.
I can't believe you brought this in front of your parents, right?
That's good.
It was, but it's still funny as all get out. All right.
It is funny as all get out. That's what I always say. Funny as all get out. I bet Trey and Matt, who, they're the South Park guys. I'll bet Trey and Matt are like, man, if only we had that quote for the poster. Ted Cruz says, funny as all get out.
And it's too late that Sirius already decided that you're knocking out topics daily.
Yeah.
Because you could have been funny as all get out.
That would have been great. I'm glad Sirius didn't see this. They would have made Ted Cruz the new morning man.
Oh, yeah, you got it lucky.
I would have been out, and they're like, and we need that electric co-host of yours, too.
All right, Patton.
Okay, big shocker,
Yeah,
Patton.
wow.
Yeah, another one.
The Sting.
The Sting wants to relate to the older audience. Fine.
Awakenings.
Awakenings.
I don't believe that.
Awakening. Now that may have been one movie that he actually saw. There's no way. Awakenings. Awakenings.
I could see him seeing Awakenings before his wife who hates movies came around.
Yeah, me too. And going like, this is one of the best movies. Awakenings is one of the best movies I've ever seen, is what he said.
I mean, it's a good movie.
But it's not. It's never been on anyone's top anything list.
Not close.
It's not even a top Robin Williams movie or a top Robert De Niro movie.
No.
You forget about it.
He spends a lot of time talking about Awakenings.
Because it's the only one he actually saw.
Okay, now this is Braveheart and Gladiator.
I mean, because I like movies with swords.
Yeah. So this is the sword segment of the show.
I mean, how does it... They're two completely different movies.
Are they?
Braveheart and Gladiator?
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten the two of those movies confused?
No, not me personally, no.
I mean, if you got like... Maybe if you did the Gladiator / the 300...
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You could do that.
Sure.
Gladiator / Gladiator 2... But not Braveheart / Gladiator. What? I mean, Mel Gibson would look at this and I don't want to repeat what Mel Gibson would say, but he wouldn't agree with it at all. Oh, I think I just saw the preview of what this next movie is. Beverly Hills. He's never seen Beverly Hills Cop.
No.
He might have seen it once in high. No, here's what happened. In high school, his friends that he wanted to fit in with liked Beverly Hills Cop.
They liked Eddie Murphy.
Right. And so he, in high school, pretended that he saw Beverly Hills Cop, but his parents wouldn't let him see that movie. But because in high school he pretended that he liked Beverly Hills Cop, he's been living this persona that has seen and loves the movie Beverly Hills Cop, but he's always been too afraid to actually watch it.
Well, I don't know.
Because it's edgy. But so he loves Beverly Hills Cop. What else does he like?
Okay.
Oh, anything Eddie Murphy. Anything. Whatever.
Trading Place.
You put Eddie Murphy on celluloid, and it is top 25 for me. I love Eddie Murphy.
I like when he does the donkey voice.
Yeah, he loves Shrek. He loves, what's that movie, the towards the end of it? With
Hercules.
He loves the Nutty Professor series. The one that he did with,
Haunted House.
Yeah, Haunted House was an underrated classic. No, the
Bowfinger?
Was Bo?
No.
Yeah. Wasn't it Bowfinger?
With Steve Martin?
Yeah.
I think it was Bowfinger.
I think it was Bowfinger.
Yeah, Bowfinger.
Bowfinger. He loves Bowfinger.
You know what's underrated?
You know, not enough people. They bring up the Beverly Hills Cop and Trading Places. They bring up Coming to America, which, by the way, the sequel was also excellent. But nobody talks about Bowfinger.
I would respect him if he had Bowfinger on this list.
You know what he loves?
Instead of like the 3 Eddie Murphy movies.
The 3 that everybody knows.
Loves and everybody considers to be just untouchable classics.
Again, something that like you go, the 3 movies I love are Trading Places, Beverly Hills Cop, and Coming to America. And it's like, cool, man. That allows zero conversation to be had.
Awesome. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I guess we're all basic bitches, I guess.
Thank you for the most agreeable take you could ever have.
Yeah.
Like if he had said, and you know, Pluto Nash was great. Let's go to Wheezy in Ohio. 866-969-1969. We're looking at Ted Cruz's most agreeable 25 movies of all time. What's up, Wheezy?
Sammy Woke Muffins. Fuck yeah!
That's right.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, he's only using the Team America.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want everybody to know that the real movie he's talking about is America History X.
That's right. I hope it's on the list. And I hope, but if
it's all the same. Funny as hell. She falling on the floor laughing.
It's a comedy.
And Ted Cruz then says, we turn it off before the end, because it's really the first half of the movie that he enjoys.
The end loses me.
Yeah, it loses me at the end. But, I like when the dad from Boy Meets World is talking to him. That's a good scene.
Yeah, we don't watch the woke part.
Yeah, it gets woke towards the end. We don't like that. Thank you, Weezy.
Punch it out, boys.
Yeah. My wife doesn't like movies. She loves the first half of American History X, though. What? All right. What else does he like?
Wall Street.
Okay. Let's hear his review of Wall Street.
All right.
Even though it's, again, the most kind of clear-cut, like, if I came in here and said, guys, you know what I saw last night that I loved? That movie, Wall Street. You'd be like, yeah. I mean...
Yeah, of course. It's great.
It's an established great movie.
Yeah.
Like,
You guys hear about this Gordon Gekko?
Right.
Yeah.
We covered that ground already.
Wall Street.
Yep.
Just all time.
That's the whole conversation. That's it.
I like Wall Street. Yep.
I mean, this is what they're going to, and it really encapsulates sort of 80s culture in New York. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
You know, they made a sequel? I do.
By the way, I do believe.
For my next movie.
I do believe that Heidi doesn't like movies because so many of these are pre-Heidi.
They are. A lot of them are pre. But he hasn't seen any of them. He hasn't seen these movies.
You don't think he saw Wall Street?
No, he did not
I bet
see
he saw Wall Street.
He didn't.
All right.
He didn't.
Well, let's see.
Okay.
Let's see how much he knows about it.
Okay.
Gordon Gekko, one of the great all-time classics.
Right.
By the way, a line that I quote frequently.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Gordon Gekko is in the locker room getting cleaned up after playing
That's the one
racquetball.
you like, huh? You like when he's in the locker room.
And he turns to Charlie Sheen and he goes, "I'm on the board of the Bronx Zoo. Cost me $1 million. That's the thing about wasps. Love animals. Hate people."
You love that.
There's some insight there.
There is some insight there for sure.
What?
Hidden Figures.
That's all you're talking about?
By the way, we'll get to this one.
And you have never seen Hidden Figures.
We'll get to Hidden Figures in a minute. Because you have not... First of all, that movie's not even that good, Hidden Figures.
It's important.
It's fine at best.
At best. At best.
This is a room full of white males.
Yeah. Is this the shit in the pie movie? Okay. First of all,
I remember watching. I watched it once.
He picked the worst line in Wall Street.
Yeah,
it's one of the most quotable movies ever, and he's like,
insight there.
No, there's not. No, there isn't. What are you talking about?
Well, yeah, that's why his co-host is like, yeah, there is.
Yeah, there is. There's no conversation about this movie. For some reason, his VHS copy of Wall Street, the locker room scene with Michael Douglas, is rewound to the point that like the tape is degenerating.
I need a quote.
You know, there's a lot of questions there. But no, I mean, didn't you ever seen that movie Wall Street?
No.
You know what? The one quote you would not remember from it?
Probably that.
Yeah, that one he just did. There's no insight there at all. Shout out to Oliver Stone and everything, but I mean, they're
great movie.
It's an amazing movie.
Great director.
And you know what I would love? Here's what I want to get Ted Cruz on the show.
Okay.
And the only thing I want to do is talk to him about movies. People who would want me to hold his feet to the fire politically, sorry, you'd all be disappointed. Because this is what I'd say. He'd go like this, and then he turns to Charlie Sheen. I go, what's Charlie Sheen's name in the movie?
Charlie.
I just Travis, we would make this list, and I would come up with very easy quiz questions about every movie on this list. And I'd prove to the world he has not seen any of them.
I'd love to see it.
Who plays Bud? Bud in Wall Street. Oh, I don't remember that. Okay.
You mean Married with Children?
Because I love that one. Okay, and then he says Hidden Figures.
Oh my God, he spends a good 2 minutes on Hidden Figures.
The only reason that he's putting Hidden Figures on this list is because he wants to prove that he's more well-rounded than people think he is. He wants to prove, the Wheezies in Ohio wrong that thinks the American History X is on his list. No. I like all movies. I'm a much more well-rounded person than people give me credit for.
Let's see what he says.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wonderful movie. Incredible movie about the African American.
Come on.
We have to show he's not racist.
Right. Wonderful movie. Yes. Great movie. Right.
It's not.
Hey, where would the space program be without these women?
No, I'm not saying that the women weren't important.
No,
it's
it's
just
Travis's.
Travis was saying that?
Yeah.
Staten Island is just oozing from him.
I hate when Travis goes down that road because it's not representative of the show, and I'm glad you're here to defend it, Mike. I can't stand it when Travis is like, because he tries to erase that part of history.
Yeah.
Was it nominated for anything?
It's disgusting. It's really disgusting. Me, you, and Ted Cruz won't stand for that.
No. I won't see those ladies be put in a corner.
No, me neither.
I was nominated for 3 Academy Awards, winning none.
Well, that's because Ted Cruz and me are not on the Academy.
Lost to Moonlight for Best Picture.
I believe the Best Picture went to the musical that year. Remember Warren Beatty decided not to give it to Moonlight?
Oh, yeah.
It's like, nah, La La Land. Yeah?
La La Land should have won.
Okay, I want to hear more about Hidden Figures, how great it is.
Figures.
Yes.
Yes.
Wonderful movie. Incredible movie about the African American female mathematicians who were foundational to America going to the moon. And for me, there are two kind of personal reasons why that movie is significant to me.
One, it's got to be because of Houston.
Well, when we went to see the movie,
finish
I
my
took
sentences, asshole.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the. When I'm talking, you're the sidekick, bitch. Shut up over there.
You're just my wall to bounce off.
Yeah, one's got to be Houston, right? No, you fucking idiot. Let me finish.
Not everything's about Houston.
Yeah. By the way, after this movie discussion, I'm going to make him crawl through mouse traps. We're doing shock jock stuff.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Let's see how long you can hold your urine.
Yeah. Keep drinking. Keep drinking. By the way, he's a bad co-host too, because if he said he goes Hidden Figures, and instead of going, oh really, that would have been their really. Explain to me why. He goes like this. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's a no-brainer. It's on my top 25 too, Ted.
You're 10 for 10, Ted.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Houston, right? No,
actually, it was Kevin Costner.
Yeah. By the way,
anything he does.
By the way, we're going to start calling you Turd.
My mother to the movie. I took Heidi to the movie. I took both my daughters to the movie.
She doesn't like movies.
She doesn't like movies. Heidi's like, why keep taking me to the theater?
Stop taking me to the movie.
Stop taking me to the movie. You take me to all these movies.
And Heidi was on the floor.
Yeah, let me tell you. Heidi was also unconscious for this movie. She was on the floor. We didn't know why.
She couldn't believe these African Americans.
He went full African American.
Such a weird phrase to use.
It's a red flag.
We went to see the movie. I took my mother to the movie. I took Heidi to the movie. I took both my daughters to the movie. And it was interesting. My girls, it was the first time they'd seen a movie that had segregation.
It was the first time they'd seen African Americans, and
hang on,
they didn't know. Okay, all right.
I just want to see how old these kids are.
Right. This is where they found out. Now, if they're young, that makes sense. It was in theaters, so it's easy to do the math on this. All you got to do is know exactly when the movie came out.
2016.
2016. When were the kids born?
Okay, he has a wife and 2 children.
We know about Heidi. She passes out at movies.
Okay, one of his daughters
was born.
Is 16. She was born in 2008. When did the movie come out?
2016. So she was 8.
8? You're taking your 8-year-old to go see Hidden Figures?
That's not the best theater.
Not that it's like an inappropriate movie.
It's rated PG, actually.
No, but it's boring.
Yeah, 8-year-olds don't want to go see Hidden Figures.
Yeah. There's 8-year-olds are just happy to see anything.
They want to go see Cars.
No, 8-year-olds are not happy to see anything in theater. They're 8. They want to. Yeah, they want to see Sonic. They want to see. You know what they want to see? They want to see the Minecraft movie. They want to see Jack Black in there. You know what I mean? They want hijinks and shenanigans. That's what they like. You know.
And then...
All right, let's skip ahead.
Right, yeah. You don't want to hear the rest about Hidden Figures?
No,
that's a lot of Hidden Figures.
I know. He's bullshitting.
Okay. What if he says something funny about Heidi?
she was near death.
Heidi said the N-word. Hidden Figures.
Schindler's List. Okay.
That's fine.
You know, there's a girl in a red coat. Okay. Yeah. Lone Survivor. My Fair Lady. Come on, bro. You're watching My Fair Lady?
Oliver.
What? Oliver? Look, I watched Oliver a whole bunch as a kid because we had it on VHS.
Did you really?
Yeah. I know all the songs and everything. I know the Artful Dodgers in there. You know what I mean? But, like, I would not rank that on my top 25. Oliver.
All right. Bullshit.
There's no fucking way Hamilton, the film adaptation of Hamilton, is in your top 25 all time.
You know what I love? Hamilton.
Because they do history, but they rap it.
But it's hippity-hoppity.
It's not true. There's no way.
Yeah, he should have him sing it.
Yeah. What's your favorite one?
Right.
You're about to become best friends.
Really?
Yep. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to skip to... Let's just listen to the end of him talking about Hamilton.
All right.
was like, do you want to see Hamilton? He's like, I'd rather go to the Yankees game. And then the next night, I was like, would you say, I'd rather have a nice meal. I tried hard.
I'd rather have a
I tried
nice
to get him
meal.
to Hamilton. It just wasn't on the list.
And then my favorite music of all time is Les Mis.
Yeah!
I love
Yeah, Ted!
That says a lot.
Ted he is actually the man, dude.
We're connecting a lot of dots here.
This is a pretty good pod, actually. Ted is telling it like it is up there. Yeah, Ted!
I prefer Russell Crowe.
Yeah, dude! Ted knows what's up. And that's the whole point of this whole thing. This is why we went through the whole podcast, all his top movies.
You want to hear what he has to say about Les Mis?
Of course. I probably agree with all of it. He's right.
Of Les Mis. I think.
Do you get choked up? Be honest. Because I'm a sucker for those things. I get the lump in the throat.
Choked up.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so what song gets you choked up?
Oh, the one, the most famous. I'm terrible with it. It's the one that...
Liar! Liar!
Oh, I like them all.
Liar! Yeah, fuck you, liar. Don't lie about Les Mis. Don't try to go and steal Les Mis valor.
Oh, man, I love Nirvana. Oh, yeah, what's your favorite song? All of
I
them.
like... Really Entertain You, Here We Are Now. I like that one.
I mean, there's too many.
Yeah. I really like Here We Are Now. I love Learn to Fly.
I believe Ted on this one.
Yeah, and I think he knows his co-host is a big
he's
fat
challenging
liar.
him. He's like, what's your favorite song?
Then what's your favorite song? He goes, the famous one. You're a fucking liar. You're a liar.
Knows.
By the way, he's talking. I'm assuming he's talking about I Dreamed a Dream. That's probably the famous one. But I mean... There are if you're actually watching that musical, yeah, you might get a little choked up in that song, but there are way more heart-tugging songs in that musical.
Well, let's see what Ted says.
All right.
Choked up.
Yeah.
All right, so what song gets you choked up?
Oh, the one, the most famous. I'm terrible with it. It's the one that Anne Hathaway does. It's so good.
Oh, and she...
It's the one that Anne Hathaway
What
sings.
a liar. The name of the song is in the lyrics.
Are you sure?
I Dreamed a Dream.
You say so. You've seen the movie, not me.
And I've seen the Broadway.
Me neither.
I've seen the Broadway adaptation
Sorry, I'm
of the
joking.
film.
Of course I've seen
it.
Yeah. You never seen it?
No.
It'd be a game changer for you. You'd finally find your soul if you watch that movie.
I don't like musicals.
That's because it makes you feel things.
Yeah. No, I just don't like them.
You'd love this
How many
one.
have you watched, though?
West Side Story.
That's the one?
West Side Story sucks.
You gotta watch
dude.
it in school.
Oh, you watched it in school. So you watched West Side Story 50 years ago.
Wow, I don't know if it was that long ago.
Wasn't that?
It was in the 90s.
West Side Story is garbage.
It's terrible.
But yeah, so don't say you don't like musicals. You don't like West Side.
I guarantee. I mean, we've listened to that song. Mateo sang that song. That's
You don't think it was amazing?
His ability to sing.
Stars.
Yes. He's an incredible singer. Mateo's an incredible singer.
Plus, you learn all about the French Revolution. It's the best.
Troy doesn't like learning through song. I think that's the issue.
Best
That's
way to
right.
learn.
You're right.
It is the
You're right.
best way to learn.
It's the only way to do it.
You don't like South Park? The movie? That was a musical.
I don't know if I ever saw it.
What about the Puppet movie?
Yeah, what about the puppet movie?
I have seen it. Is that a musical?
No.
There's songs in it.
There's songs in it.
Okay.
But South Park is considered a musical.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm sure I love South Park, so I'm sure it's funny.
No, Les Mis is the shit.
Would you say it's the tits?
Les Mis is ultra tits.
He won an Academy Award for it.
Every time it gets me.
So that is beautiful. I'll tell you the two that get me choked up
Hit me.
are number one when John Valjean is saying "Let him live."
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's looking down and he says,
Sing it, dude.
if I die,
That one's incredible.
let me die.
Yeah.
You don't know that one, dude.
Let him live.
Yeah.
And it's a prayer to God to let him live.
Every time.
I have tears every
Tell
time.
the host to stop talking. He's never seen Les Mis. Don't talk about it, dude. Don't interrupt Ted. Ted is finally talking his shit now.
I believe Ted on this one. I think Ted has seen The Princess Bride and Les Mis, and that's it.
I'm going to tell you right now. Ted made up a list of movies that he has not seen
I need 23 movies.
so he could talk about Les Mis.
I think you're right.
He wanted to talk about Les Mis, something fierce, and I get it.
Can we do 45 minutes on Les Mis?
Yeah. I'm going to tell you guys the truth. This whole thing, the Gavin Newsom thing, the Ted Cruz, all of this was because I wanted to talk about Les Mis. I pulled the same game that Ted Cruz did. But
What a long con.
It was a long con, but that's what I do. So, yeah, no. He hasn't seen any of these movies. He was just like, if I can make up a whole bunch of bullshit, like that's why he found somebody else's list.
You think he just went on IMDb and found somebody's list?
1,000%. He found somebody else's list. He threw Criminal Minds on there because he just watched that.
Movies Ted's like.
Yeah. Yeah. he threw.
It's literally the only TV show that's on this list.
Yeah. He just threw it on because he just watched it, and then he was like, and then at the end, I'll do a tight 30 on Les Mis.
We're gonna.
Yes.
All right, you want to hear what the other song is?
Yeah, of course.
Because you're invested. I'm looking at your face.
Of course I do. Of course, because he's a real one.
And the other one that gets me, is the song "Empty Chairs and Empty Tables."
He knows it. He fucking knows his shit.
I'm not surprised.
These aren't even like.
Surprise me.
I mean, he's not even laying out the hits. He's laying out the album cuts. I mean, this guy loves Les Mis.
If you ever got to talk to Ted.
I'm scrapping. Okay, all right. I still want him booked.
Mm-hmm.
Take everything I said before off the table.
Okay.
I'm not doing the movie quiz thing.
Not going to ruin his life?
No, I'm not ruining his life because now we connect. And I'm just going to, in fact, get Gavin Newsom in here. We're going to ruin his life because now I want to talk to Ted Cruz about Les Mis. He knows his shit.
He could do 25 minutes with you on Les Mis.
Easily, because he's seen the movie, he's seen the musical. He loves Les Mis. He listens to that shit on the airplane. When he's
fleeing his state.
Exactly. He is fleeing his business.
I dreamed a dream.
His state is going through power outages. He's going to Cancun. He puts his earbuds in. His earbuds. That's he's got little dogs on him. He puts his earbuds in, and he's just listening to "Look Down, Look Down."
Tear.
Yeah. And he's like doing parodies in his head. They have no power down there.
When everyone has died. And I will confess at the end of the presidential campaign in 2016, as I walked through the empty campaign office and I saw the empty chairs and empty tables, I heard the refrains of that song.
Yeah, you did, dude. Yes, you did.
So Les Mis is exquisite.
He almost cried.
It is exquisite. That's the right word to explain it. He was thinking about it. And he's right. Like every single time I know that we're one show away from vacation, I walk in the morning and in my head I'm going, one day more. I get it.
He 100% did that.
1,000%. This is the most honest that Lion Ted has ever been. It's talking about movies, talking about politics. He lies constantly. And finally, he's been itching. This probably felt so good for him to finally tell the truth about what he really loves.
It's like he's out.
Yes.
Yeah. And his co-host is like, what the fuck is he talking about?
I just like the really popular song that Anne Hathaway sings.
His co-host is like, oh my God, he's actually seen this musical.
A lot.
Like, he really loves this musical. Like, oh my God, boy.
When he eventually loses his Senate seat,
oh yeah,
he'll think the same thing.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he will. And then you know what he's going to do after he's out of politics? I guarantee. I know it. I'm. How often am I right?
All the time. I can't think of a time you were wrong.
Wait till you see it, and we'll stay on the air. Give it a decade, and we'll be here.
Local theater.
Yes, he is going to do.
I did summer stock.
Howard Stern's news guy. He is going to do a community theater presentation of Les Mis, and he is going to fund it himself to make sure
that he's in it.
Yes, yes, he's gonna be in it, and he's gonna play Javert. Is who he's going to play.
I was kind of thinking me for that part.
I'd like to play Javert. I don't know if you guys have ever heard my rendition of Stars. It's actually quite good. It's exquisite, if I do say so myself. Whoa, the only thing, this whole thing that he's been honest about is Les Mis.
Do you want to hear about what song gets him choked up?
Yeah.
That's what this is. I don't know what it is.
By the way, when I was... All right, so 1993.
He knows.
I was just finished my first year of law school, and I had a job in New York. I was working in a law firm in New York.
He's still talking about Les Mis.
For the summer.
Mm-hmm.
This rules.
And I decided to fly my mom to New York for the weekend.
Right.
And so it's 1993, so I actually FedExed a plane ticket, and this is back when a plane ticket was a piece of cardboard.
Yeah.
A lot of details here, Teddy. A lot of details.
With nothing else. It was literally, she opened the FedEx package and just a plane ticket to New York fell out. And she called me and she's like, Ted, I assume this is you. I said, yeah. I had no note, no nothing, just a plane ticket and the FedEx thing.
Get on the plane. I'll see you soon, Mom.
So I flew her to New York.
You're not adding.
We went out to dinner at Boulay, which at the time was the nicest restaurant in New York. It was
These
fabulous.
details.
And then I took her one night to see Camelot, which was really fun.
Yep.
and then the next night to see Les Mis.
Yes, she loved it.
She loved it, and it.
That's one of those ironed memories for the rest of life.
Yeah, no, that was just very.
His co-host
cool
is disgusted
to go do that. All right,
he's like, oh my god, he's not lying about this. He really did take it. Like he was lying about taking his wife to see the South Park movie or Team America.
Yeah.
He's totally lying about that.
Yeah, he flew his mom in to have a Broadway weekend.
He definitely did that. He went to 2 Broadway shows with his mom.
I really want to go see Broadway.
Can I tell you something about Ted Cruz? 1,000% confirmed, locked in theater kid.
Yeah, oh yeah,
for sure.
He will never. I mean, he exposed himself here. Yeah. I can't believe the media. Are we the first media outlet to really find this piece of gold and expose him?
I think so.
He's a theater kid.
There are clips of him that Mike found of him acting out The Princess Bride multiple times.
He loves Princess Bride.
Loves Princess Bride.
I mean, Princess Bride's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why
theater kid.
Total theater.
Yeah,
kid.
There's an NBC News article from 2015, and it's Ted Cruz, one-time high school drama geek, loved playing the bad guy.
Oh my God, Ted Cruz is a full-on drama club kid.
I just like exploring,
and that's what happened. He wanted. They kept teasing him because he was.
Oh my
in
God!
all the...
Wait, it was in Oliver.
No, my
that's why he's got Oliver on the list.
Oh my God.
I wanted to play Oliver.
Of course he would. I wanted to play Oliver Twist, but I mean, Artful Dodger's cool too. They made me play Fagin.
He was the villain.
Fagin?
In Oliver. I guess. It says Bill Sykes.
Oh, Oh. Fagin is like, he's in charge of all the kids who pickpocket, you know?
That sounds like you.
Yeah, like manipulating all the children to pickpocket and bringing back some
You're
money.
Not personally going to do anything. You're just telling the other kids to do it.
Look, like Charlie Manson?
Yeah. You're kind of the Charlie Manson of radio.
That's right. That's 100% correct. Yeah, see, Oliver asked for more porridge or gruel. Gruel! He asked for more, and they were like, you ungrateful son of a bitch. They kicked him out. Now he's homeless. But this guy, Fagin, he had this gang of kids that would pickpocket people for money. That was what the Artful Dodger was doing. And then he picked up Oliver. He had him join the thing, and then, and then we go from there.
Man.
Wow.
He's a real one.
Ted Cruz is the shit.
Your feelings have changed.
But I also want him to find his truth.
I mean,
he's living a lie.
He is living a full-on lie.
And we've proved that today.
Yeah. There's no denying that.
How do you want to go see Cats?
That's right. You were a theater kid, right, Daniel?
Oh, yeah.
Do you see it in him?
Oh, for sure.
He's a performer, isn't he?
Yeah. I'm ready to see him around the theater district. I feel like he's probably seeing shows and stuff.
I mean, can you imagine? My mom's going to be here for 2 days. I'm taking her to 2 Broadway shows.
Not my mom's going to be here for 2 days. I'm flying her in.
I'm flying her in, just sending you a ticket. Don't you worry. I got everything taken care. All the plans have been made. You don't have to worry about a thing. We're going to another Broadway show.
Well, that was nice, honey.
Wait, and that was in 93, so he was 23.
Oh boy.
Oh.
He was finding himself.
Bro. Yeah. You're flying your mom in for a weekend to watch Broadway shows at 23? Okay.
I mean, that's
prancing around.
Okay. Let's head over the river around the Bangalore.
Exactly.
Okay.
I think Ted Cruz and Tampon Tim have a lot in common.
That Tim Walsh is a pretty good guy.
Okay.
Wow.
It's no problem. Matt in Boston?
Hey, guys. Exhibit C, that he is a drama fag. There's a scene in Team America.
Come on, Matt.
Listen, I was a drama kid too, so it's a.
You could have phrased that a little nicer. Though.
I think Matt's also trying to cover up some.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Okay.
A lot of us drama kids get out of theater and go like, okay, what do we got to do here to kind of
overcompensate?
Yeah, reacclimate to normal society. Yeah.
Look, man, I'm just living the lie. Leave me alone.
Okay.
Anyway, there's a scene in Team America that the puppets are having sex, and they shit on each other. Why isn't that the top message?
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Thank you, Matt. That would be fun. You'd ask him about that. What? You go, what? I go, yeah, dude. They shit on each other. Maybe when you were giving Heidi mouth to mouth, you didn't catch that scene. But they shit on each other. I was unaware of that. I was lying about it. I haven't seen the movie at all. So, Pierre in Norfolk.
Morning, boys.
Morning.
And Danielle.
Okay.
Hey, is JFK on the list because his dad had him killed?
He tried to avoid that topic altogether. That's why I picked Wall Street. That's why I picked that Oliver Stone movie instead of JFK.
All right, guys.
Thank you. Larry in Connecticut. What's up, Larry?
Well, Hollywood Sammy Sweetheart, the effing journalist Roberts, professional broadcaster,
there he
renowned
is,
professional wrestling expert, and originator of the blatantly stolen Lonely Virgil concept.
That's right. What's up, bud?
You think the guy breaks out into show tunes and wants to play Annie?
Oh, I mean, 100%. He's definitely looked at Heidi when she's nagging him, going, "You sound like Miss Hannigan right now."
Yeah.
Heidi's like, "Who's Miss Hannigan?" Oh, don't worry about that.
You think he acts out scenes when he's home alone?
Thank you, Larry. 100%. You're telling me that Ted Cruz has never, to himself, in the mirror. This is what was going on during the campaign, because it wasn't even when the movie was popular. It was when the musical was still in theaters. When the campaign was not looking good, Ted Cruz, when he would be by himself, would look in the mirror and sing Popular from the musical Wicked.
Popular.
You're gonna be popular. Get him, Ted.
Yeah, how many times do you think he secretly went to go see Wicked?
Oh, he's seen it many times. He's got Danielle numbers on Wicked.
Wearing sunglasses and fake nose.
Oh yeah.
One for not Wicked.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Carlos Danger. I'm here to see Wicked. Greg in New Jersey.
Hey, what's going on, guys? So Ted Cruz actually played Reverend Paris in The Crucible at Harvard, I believe.
Whoa!
Samantha Bee did a piece about it a bunch of years ago, and Reverend Paris in The Crucible, if you know anything about it, is a horrific religious zealot villain who is responsible for killing a whole bunch of people in that show.
Thank you, Greg. Don't you love that, like, as a theater kid, all he wants to do is be the hero, but he's cast as the villain in Oliver, he's cast as the villain in The Crucible, like, before he's even a politician, before anybody's got any judgment, just his vibe. They're like, "Nah, you're going to be the hateable guy in this play." And also, like,
maybe this is like his origin story. Always being picked to be the villain.
Right. Yeah.
And he just wants to play.
And then he goes to a Yankee game and they just boo him. Not again, Heidi. Not again. Well, you shouldn't have let that man say I was ugly, Ted.
Wow. It was, again, in 1993. He was in The Crucible, everyone's calling it.
The Crucible. I love that.
Oh, my God.
I mean, also, let me tell you something. I'll hit you. Hold that, Travis. Hold that thought. Because it's one thing to be a high school drama kid. If you take that with you into college and you're performing in plays in college, that's not just, I was in the theater club in high school. That's, I want to be a Broadway star. I mean, little Sammy Roberts was in some high school musicals. But once I got to Syracuse, I mean, I had to, that's where I had to redefine my...
Let's figure out something cool to do.
Right. Oh, wrestling's on.
Different kind of theater.
Yeah. No, I was done. It was a hobby. Not I was never kidding myself into thinking one day I'll be a Broadway star. But if you're at Harvard and you're in plays, you're at least dabbling with maybe I'll do this professionally. Now, Travis, I heard you exclaim.
There's a New York Times article from 2016.
The failing New York Times?
Failing New York Times.
Okay.
Called Ted Cruz's Stress Therapy, Singing Show Tunes.
Oh, my God.
For at least the second time in recent days, the Texas senator's wife, Heidi, has described his method of relieving tension during anxious campaign moments.
No.
Show tunes.
No.
She's quoted telling a crowd, "He'll call me and just sing me a Broadway tune."
Oh, my God. What are you talking about?
It can happen without warning, right before one of these debates or in a stressful moment, she said.
Wow.
He never ceases to diffuse a stressful moment with a moment of levity.
But it's not levity for him. Like he's pretending it's levity. It's not levity.
No,
it's
he
serious.
just wants to sing his show
He
tunes.
loves his show tunes.
That's all he wants.
It's all he wants.
She neither detailed the quality of his performances or his favorite song choices. So, no word on that.
Can you imagine you're about to do a presidential debate? Heidi picks up the phone. She's like, Ted, are you all right? Suddenly Seymour. Little Shop, Ted? You singing Little Shop? How bad are things out there?
He's just like...
He loves musical theater.
Yeah, loves.
It's like Broken Dreams. I feel like he
Yeah.
He's not living the life he wants to.
No, the reason he's a politician is because he wants to get up in front of crowds. He does. It's not for the state. It's not for the people.
Can I interest y'all in a song? Man.
Ed in New Jersey.
Hey, you got to walk back the fact that you called him a liar about not liking Hamilton now. I mean, he's the Hamilton drama kid, so Hamilton has to be one of his favorite movies.
Ed, you're right. Good. That's a great call. He loves Hamilton.
Loves it.
He brushes his teeth to Hamilton.
He better.
He loves that musical.
He's got a whole life that we don't know about.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, if you're admitting to this...
Oh, yeah.
And you were a drama kid...
And a drama adult.
And a drama adult, and you call your wife 9 years ago on the campaign trail to sing show tunes, that's not where it stops.
And he was getting his ass kicked in on the campaign trail.
It goes deep.
High heels?
Can you imagine if you're on the campaign trail and somebody puts up a billboard accusing your dad of killing JFK and your way of de-stressing is to sing Little Shop of Horrors?
I just saw this billboard.
Like, what? What reality are you living in? What is that?
Heidi could definitely be a beard.
Look. Yeah. Maybe he just likes musical theater. That's very possible. He could just love musical theater.
I don't think that's ever happened.
I love that the show is unpacking this right now.
We figured it all out.
You did.
This is like an investigation. I thought it was funny that Gavin Newsom was having people on that disagreed with him, but this
takes the cake.
This is a whole nother thing. Wow.
We gotta get Ted in here.
Do you think he likes cats?
Yes.
Of course. You have to, right?
At least that song.
It's a classic.
At least Memories.
I love Memories.
I mean, that's just a good song.
Can we see one of the clips of him doing lines? Like, does he have the chops?
I bet he does.
There are.
Find out why it didn't work out.
Yeah, that's odd that it didn't work out. Because he's just like, he's so magnetic.
Well, maybe he's really method, and Ted Cruz
is the ultimate villain.
It's the role that he's playing.
Wow. Because he's playing all these villains in plays. Like, he's the ultimate villain.
And the reason he does the show tunes on the phone with his wife is because that's off. He drops it.
He needs to escape for a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he might be onto something there. He's just got a song in his heart, Ted Cruz. Who would have thought?
I wonder what his feelings are on Rent.
I mean, I think, there are a lot of theater geeks that think Rent's a little overrated because it got so mainstream.
Oh, okay.
And people would be like, oh yeah, I like musical theater. I like Rent. And it's like, name one other play. And so they started, but, when they start singing about 5,570 minutes or whatever.
Yeah. You like that?
That's a great song.
That hits home for you.
Well, it's good.
If it's good, it's good.
It's good, it's good. What am I going to tell you? And I'll bet he likes that song.
Of course he does. Everybody loves that song.
Ted, what the hell? Just last month, look what he tweeted.
Doge desperately needs to defund the theater kids.
Why are you going against your own?
What is going on?
He has resentment towards them.
What? Well, yeah, because they made it. Because they made it, and he didn't. Mm-hmm. What a fucking hater.
Should I reply with that? Ted, WTF.
What? WTF, Ted? That's you.
That's you, Ted.
What do you mean defund the theater kids?
I'm sure everybody's going to agree with him.
Wow.
Ted.
You are a liar, Ted. You are living a lie. Why would you want to defund theater kids?
Actually, I secretly think they get all the money.
Because it doesn't work.
Like, this must kill him a little inside.
It does.
They need
to have to play the villain like this.
Don't fund these programs. Because they make you promises that they don't keep. They tell you you're good.
These are bullshit. They always make you play the villain.
They make you think that you can do it forever.
Or so
you
I've
can't.
heard.
You can't. Wow.
Do you want to see him do some Princess Bride?
Mm-hmm.
Just to see how his acting is?
Yeah.
There's a quick Lulu commercial. That checks out.
Yeah. He'd probably put that on there. When is
For
this?
example, one of my favorite scenes is when Wesley, the Dread Pirate Roberts, is brought in to Billy Crystal.
That is who Wesley is.
And he's dead. And Billy Crystal explains, he's only mostly dead. and then he pumps him up with the bellows and says, "So, what is it you have that is so worth living for?" He presses on his chest and he goes, "True love."
Bro. He wants to be back in monologue class.
Yeah.
So badly. This is acting for freshmen in Harvard.
Good.
He's great. He does the voice and everything. This is acting for freshmen, and you get to come in with your monologue. And they were like, well, Teddy Cruz with another monologue from The Princess Bride.
All right, here's Ted. Oh, yeah.
Ted, take it away. Another Princess Bride monologue. There's a lot of good ones in there. I know, Ted. I know.
Thanks for seeing me.
Oh.
And Inigo Montoya goes, "You see? He said true love. There is nothing better than true love."
Look at him. Okay, he's doing all the acting thing. He says his face is changing. He's doing the voices. He is acting.
Now that you see this, when you see him talk, though, in like interviews, sometimes he
does
very
the acting
theatric
stuff
like this.
Yeah.
Now you gotta get it.
Are you going to look at him differently?
Yeah.
100%, right?
Crystal goes, "You're right. There's nothing better.
Look at him.
A nice mutton, lettuce, and tomato salad when the mutton is so lean." But that's not what he said. What he said was
my
to
God, he's in
blade.
paradise.
He's doing the whole
And to
thing.
blade means to bluff. So what happened was you were playing poker.
And he's
he came
interacting
in,
with each
and
audience
suddenly
member.
Carol Kane, his wife, runs in and goes, "Liar! Shut up, witch! I'm not a witch. I'm your wife." But after what you said,
Oh my
The
God.
problem is he's afraid. He's afraid. Ever since Prince Humperdinck fired him, he's been afraid. Do not say that name.
Do you
What?
understand? Let me tell you where this came from. He used to try to do this to make people laugh at the lunch table in high school. And he didn't understand why not only would they not laugh, but they'd call him names that you can't say anymore.
And that one caller just said it.
Yeah, that's the name. And I bet there was one time where he got tipped over and put into the big, they'd had the big rubber garbage cans?
Yeah. Of course.
He got put in there.
Yeah, he did.
You know who Ted Cruz was? You ever do this at the lunch table where you get like a drink and then you just put all your shit in there and make like the worst milkshake ever? Yeah. And then you convince the kid that needs a friend to drink it for $1? Ted Cruz drank it for $1.
I don't want to drink that.
Come on, Ted. We'll think you're cool.
Okay, if you think I'm cool.
If you think I'm cool, I'll do it. By the way, can I sing you guys a song?
Man.
Ted Cruz rules.
You think he rules?
The real Ted Cruz rules.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The lie Ted Cruz, I don't like.
Horrible person.
Because he's living a lie.
He's living a lie.
He's saying defund the theater kids.
He's living a lie, and I think that's why he's able to do stuff that he doesn't even agree with.
Yeah.
Because he's playing the ultimate role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just acting.
He's acting.
He loves playing the villain.
I mean, he's in paradise.
This is him.
When he's doing these lines from Princess Bride, he's talking to all the people at the table like, it's amazing.
Thanks for letting me do that. Heidi doesn't let me do that anymore.
She doesn't like when I do that.
Okay, Ted.
She calls me a name I can't use.
Wow.
Ring, ring, ring. Yeah, Ted, are you all right? Do you hear the people singing the songs of angry men? Okay, Ted.
Oh, Ted.
Are you stressed again?
Ted, you're breaking up.
Ted, I told you, your natural pitch of your voice is too high to do any of these songs. You're not built for it.
Wouldn't you have so much more respect for him if he's like, I'm getting out of politics and getting back into theater?
I'm doing theater. If it's community theater, it is what it is. But he's got the voice and the presence to do theater the way Dennis Falcone had for radio. You know what I mean? Where your best hope is just to be around it.
Right.
It's just, I know you wanted it.
You're just happy to be involved.
That's it. That's it. He's happy to be in front of an audience. Wow. Scott in Worcester.
Yeah, how's it going? So I have this idea. I mean, it sounds like his dream is to win a Tony. So what I think he should do is at the next awards, scope out who's going to win and try to be a seat filler. And then he could, like, when that team's about to, when that, show's about to win, he could try and sneak in and win himself a Tony Award.
Did you just think of that?
I just thought of that.
Wow.
I feel like instead of Jim, maybe Danielle can be the person that I do this for.
Scott used to love to call in with Seinfeld references, but now we all get them. So he's struggling with the fact that his bit isn't working.
Come on, all right. The next time,
wait, Scott.
Let's
look,
see if I can pay. She's
Scott,
not going to know them.
Scott,
There's no way.
Scott, I can act. Watch this. Scott, I don't think they would just give the award to a seat filler. I don't think they would actually do that.
I think they would. It's maybe even like a Westchester kind of Scarsdale surprise.
I think that'd be great. Scarsdale surprise. Thank you, Scott. By the way, you're still welcome to call in with the Seinfeld references. We all still enjoy them.
Yeah.
Man, wow. Shout out to Ted Cruz. Shout out to us for discovering all of this. I had no idea it was all going on right under our nose the whole time. We are now on a mission to get Ted Cruz to just become his true self. That's all. That's all I want for Ted. He'd finally be happy. He's been unhappy this whole time, and he could finally be happy. Wouldn't that be great?
It would be, and we see through it. It's just like, dude, just be yourself.
Just be yourself, dude. We'd have so much more respect for you.
Yeah, and then he wouldn't need to defund the kids.
Yeah, fund the kids. Fund the kids, fund yourself.
What's he doing down in Texas? He should be up in, like, Seattle or,
New York.
New York.
He was probably so bummed when he moved out of New York.
West Hollywood. Yeah, like, what are you doing down there? Why down there?
That Pink Pony Club sounds like a great place. I know. Mom's not going to be proud, but
I am going to keep on dancing.
God, what have you done? All right, we're going to take a break. No more Ted Cruz. We'll be right back.
We will be right back. The Sam Roberts Show.
What you mean, something like this?
We're back. The Sam Roberts Show.
Yeah, that's Puff. Kilani, do that thing.
Up on the SiriusXM app, so after today's show you can listen to that on the SiriusXM app if you'd like, and the video will be up on YouTube at 11 a.m. Eastern, so you can watch that on the Satisfying Podcast YouTube channel. It was another fun one. Lots of White Lotus talk. And speaking of podcasts, Las Vegas, Thursday, April 17th, I'll be bringing Not Sam Wrestling to Las Vegas. WrestleMania week will be at the Comedy Cellar, Las Vegas. That's April 17th. You can get tickets. It's a 5 p.m. show, local time. So you can get tickets at notsam.com via the ticket link. And you can also, of course, go to Ticketmaster or just look it up or whatever. But yeah, use the link at notsam.com. It'll take you right there. And come join me in Vegas on Thursday, April 17th. A lot of new tech news is coming out all over the place. I guess Apple is trying to figure out what the next step is going to be. It's interesting because it really feels like, realistically, the future of tech is more in sort of software. It's not like hard. The days of buying. It's like the soft more, not the days of buying devices feel like they're getting lesser and lesser. You know what I mean?
You mean like people are hanging on to their stuff longer? Or
not necessarily,
just
that you don't need, like, it's not about what's the next device going to be. It's about, like,
oh, sure,
what can this device do that's different? Like, when you talk about AI, when you talk, it's all the technology, it's almost like we've capped out what devices are going to be.
Right.
And now it's, what can we put into this? And so they'll upgrade the device, I would think, so that it can handle certain software and what AI is capable of and all that, but realistically, the form factor and all that, I mean.
But it's been over for a while.
Yeah. The form factor of the iPhone is
How do
not...
you improve it? You don't.
It's not all that different from the original form factor that Steve Jobs put out, over a decade ago.
Bigger, smaller, bigger, smaller.
Big and small, whatever you want. Yeah. We'll have them both. But they are saying that the flip phone iPhone. Now, I have actually heard more and more that people, and this might go to, remember Danielle a while back was saying that, people like digital cameras and the retro tech and everything. Mm-hmm. It does feel like more and more you're hearing about flip phones coming back. Like people are de-teching.
Like flip phones or foldable phones?
Flip.
Okay.
Like that people are more and more de-teching and just using a flip phone that does less because they don't want it around them all the time. I think people are kind of becoming more and more aware.
I saw a guy with a flip phone last weekend. I was like, what the fuck is he doing?
Flipping?
Yeah, he was flipping.
Yeah. Was he flippant?
No, he wasn't flippant.
Okay, that's good. That's good. All right.
No, well, he was nice about it.
Because that's what I worry about, that the more flip phones we get, like as much as this takes out our humanity, all the touch screens, I don't want people to be flippant.
No, he wasn't.
Okay.
I was concerned, but he wasn't.
Yeah. When you saw him with the flip phone, was it like, what is he doing? Or was it like, man, I kind of romanticized those things.
No, he was like older, so he wasn't doing it to escape the modern world.
He just didn't want to upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I'm good with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can throw it when I'm done on a phone call.
I don't think that, and that's fun. I don't think, like, there's one flip phone that, like, Cat, the Caterpillar, the
Jitterbug?
Not a jitterbug. No, like the whatever they are. They make the construction vehicles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They make a flip phone that is still very much actively available.
Do they?
Yeah. And it's like, it's an interesting, I don't think it's not going to replace touchscreen, whatever, smartphones by any stretch of the imagination. But I do think that the population of people that kind of de-tech and get stuff like this will grow as things continue to go. You know what I mean?
You think they're going to de-tech because they don't?
Yeah.
Because they want to be off the grid?
Not fully
or
off the grid.
They don't want to be accessible to people?
I think it's more, they don't want to fully be off the grid, but I do think that they're like realizing that there's a balance, that we're way off balance right now, that people are so like buried in. People are more and more realizing I don't feel good. Like I'm buried in this phone. I'm just scrolling through Instagram. I'm scrolling through Twitter. I don't feel good. Certain people, spend way too long on Twitter, and then they come to work and they tell people what they learned on Twitter, and they get made fun of because they don't realize they were sucked into an algorithm. That doesn't feel good, I would imagine. I don't know if anybody would comment on that in this room. I'm not accusing anyone.
No, it doesn't feel good.
But I think the more that stuff happens, and it's only going to happen more.
And it's also unhealthy to be constantly accessible from work or to work.
It is the idea that
you used to leave and that was it,
bro. Severance makes it so clear. Like when people are like, would you sever? I go just watch the show.
Yeah,
obviously it's a bad idea, but they're so accessible that people go, I think I still would sever a little bit.
Like you used to leave work, and if there was an emergency you would get a phone call,
right?
Otherwise, you would see everybody the next day when you got back into work.
If you could escape the work building, leaving something undone, you were good until tomorrow.
Yeah.
You did not have to worry about that. Go home, eat your dinner, go to bed. Like, you do not have to, that's not your problem until 9:30 the next morning. But that's not at all the case anymore. Like, I'm sending emails at 10 p.m. Why aren't you responding?
Hey, where's the reel?
Right. Wait, huh? So that's why I think...
and that's unhealthy. Like, and I'm so guilty of it. Like,
of course,
because I'm constantly checking my work email.
Yes, and that's why I think more and more, especially like younger people, I think will kind of rebel a little bit against that
if they're allowed,
and start to de-tech, and then there will be.
I mean, companies like want you so on the grid that they will give you a phone.
And it started when they were like, would you like a free BlackBerry? Yes, I would like a free BlackBerry. BlackBerries are awesome. I would love a free BlackBerry. They're like, cool. The only thing is you're on call. Doctors, how doctors are on call like 24/7, 3 days a week?
To save lives.
Right. You will do that for 5 days a week and also the weekends. But
no extra pay.
What about this BlackBerry? Yeah. BlackBerries are very cool.
And it's complimentary.
Yeah. Also, we can read all your emails. But I can send them on a BlackBerry, right? Yes. Yeah. Yes, you can send them on a BlackBerry.
Type much faster.
Yeah. Okay. But so this Apple is not doing a flip phone. Apple is rumored that they are finally going to put out their foldable phone, which feels more like a hybrid, like phone / mini iPad.
Yeah. Like I've seen the Samsung ones.
Yeah.
And they look stupid.
This feels a little behind the 8 ball.
I feel like they would only do this if you can't see the fold, because the Samsung ones that I have seen,
you see the fold.
You can see the fold, and
Yeah.
it looks ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, they'll get people somewhat excited about this, but I don't think this is a game changer.
No.
I think this is an additional product that is available.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I guess I would like a mini iPad on the train, maybe?
Just get an iPad mini.
You could.
Yeah.
But then you have to pay for service on it.
That is true.
I'm only paying for service on this one.
Just tether.
I didn't think about tethering. You just nailed it. Well, problem solved. Yeah, I mean, I don't see myself needing. Like, I've never looked. I mean, this iPhone is massive. It's a monstrous phone. I don't go like, what if it was much bigger?
Yeah. What if the iPhone that I had now is twice as big?
Yeah. Yeah,
and twice as thick.
And also, like, folding a screen. See, like, I don't think practically that there's any merit to it. It's just kind of a cool thing that you can bend a screen.
Yeah.
Like, once you get past that, you're like, I mean, I kind of liked it better before.
I know one person. I bet I know one person who's going to buy one.
You know what, dude? I was right about the iPad. And you guys said I was wrong. I was right about mouth tape. No, you weren't.
Oh, God, you remember?
Yeah, when he thought he saw it on a podcast, but it was an Instagram ad. Okay. Of course I remember Bob Kelly getting tricked by Instagram.
I wasn't going to bring him up.
Well, you did, and he got tricked by Instagram.
All I said was I know someone who's probably going to get one.
Was I right?
You're not wrong.
Okay. So, I mean...
But yeah, now there's like several sources that are saying like, yeah,
this is coming.
This is definitely happening. Yeah.
It's fine.
Analysts who are always right. And it's so much easier now with like remember 15 years ago, it was a big surprise when the new iPhone was announced.
And one more thing.
Because everything, but like even like the iPhone 2, 3, 4, like they were all, it's under lock and key.
Yep.
They're being made in this one factory and we don't get any parts anywhere else.
Yeah, there was one iPhone that they left the prototype in a bar, remember?
Yeah.
And somebody sold it to Gizmodo or one of those sites. And it was a huge, huge scandal because you never got Apple products early like that.
No. But now that they outsource everything.
Yeah, I mean, you could, like, they're sending the measurements to the shitty case manufacturers a year in advance.
Yeah.
I think the last big sort of, oh, this is a big change, this is a surprise design, was probably the 10.
Oh, is that when they got rid of the button?
Maybe getting rid of the button. I don't know. I mean, we're at the point now where
I felt like Dynamic Island really changed things.
Dynamic Island.
That's just me.
Yeah, we're at the point now where I don't know. I forget many times. They're like, is that the newest iPhone? I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe.
I guess.
Yeah. Camera's good.
Yeah, it seems fine.
So I'll say yes.
It's crisp. Yeah, but then they also say that the rumor is that Apple is getting ready to completely reformat their software.
Yeah, I saw that.
So that they say it's going to make it easier. And so it's like it won't be, it'll still be a touch screen, but it just won't be, because this software is pretty much, with a few bells and whistles added, it's the same basic software that the original iPhone had, the original iPad had. It's always been, apps, the squares that you click on the squares. They added folders. That's what they added. They added
cool.
folders. Folders are cool.
Yeah.
But that was it. Now they're saying they're going to completely change it from the ground up.
It'll look radically different.
Right.
With changes involving everything from icons, menus, and apps to windows and system buttons.
Which, I will be honest, that frightens me.
You don't like new things.
I don't like new things, and I also...
You just found out Ted Cruz loves musicals. That's a new thing.
I know, and I'm fucking flipped on my head from it.
So you don't always hate
I don't know which way is up at this point. But I think that I get a little worried because, at a certain age, you go, I'm out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm never going to learn this system.
I think that's kind of dependent on the type of person that you are.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm never.
You're out. You're already saying that you're out.
I'm telling you, if they're redesigning this, I'm out. I'm going to flip phone.
Oh, you learned TikTok?
Yeah, but that's because they had pranks.
Yeah.
Are you going to tell me that they're going to be pranks that are specific to this new system? Because if there are,
there might be pranks.
I will learn it.
Well, and that's also something new versus something that's changing.
Right.
Like, I'm all down for something new, but I don't like when things change.
You prefer a full, like, you don't want to change. You want a full, fresh
No,
thing.
I don't want any of it to, I don't want anything. No. But I'm saying, like, at least, like, Ted Cruz, like, that's new information, but
I see.
He didn't change. He's always been the same.
The form of Ted Cruz remains.
Right.
You just know new information about him.
Exactly.
Like, it's like if you had the same operating system, but now you realize that it's actually capable of doing a couple new things.
Right.
Right. That's Ted Cruz.
Exactly. But no, I don't like any of how this is changing.
It's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary. And, you know, I romanticize going back to the flip phone era, but then also, like,
you're never going to do it.
No, because you flip through your photos. It's so easy. I remember when I had, like, the BlackBerry Bold, and, like, you're trying to flip through to your next photo, and you just get that loading wheel. Loading. It's like, no, I'm not doing that. And I'm certainly, I mean, the idea of going back to texting with the 3 numbers.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Why does he keep texting with the rapid rate that people text at now? Maybe I get a sidekick. If I got a sidekick, you know, they had full.
Yeah.
Or maybe I get one of those Motorola two-way. Remember the two-way pagers? Right. Or the walkie-talkie.
Then what's the point?
The two-way pagers were cool.
Then you're not disconnected.
They were cool. I don't need to be I just don't need all this stuff.
It would help everyone slow down.
Slow down.
What stuff do you not need?
I mean, do I not need?
Or like, what do you want to get away from?
Well, it's just the habit of
checking how many people like your Triple H video.
It
I mean,
has to be through the roof.
It's through the roof. I lose track.
I get that.
A video comes up of me opening wrestling cards with Triple H. I'm getting, you know, every time I sign on to Instagram, they're like, "Oh, I hope you don't mind. There's 1,000 comments."
Good thing you have your alerts off. It'd be like,
I mean, the phone wouldn't work anymore. No. I mean, the amount Instagram doesn't know what to do because it's like we've never had this influx of positive feedback. And I go, yeah, well, my life is dope and I do dope shit.
What do you want me to do?
And they're like, give me one example. I go opening wrestling cards with Triple H in his office. Instagram's like, yeah.
Okay, you're right.
100% right. Yeah, you nailed that one, dude. That's a great description.
Point to you.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, look, that's the problem, right? Like, I go, I don't need, I would love to break myself of the habit of, you know, every time there's 30 seconds that you have to wait. Better take out my phone and scroll for 30 seconds.
Yeah, no.
Right? That's bad.
Yeah.
But if I know there's a video out there of me and Triple H opening wrestling cards, I do immediately want to know what people are saying and I want updates because I know it's going to be good.
Do people like this?
Yeah, they love it.
No, I wasn't asking you. I was saying that's the voice in your
hypothetical.
head.
I'm sorry. I misunderstood. Right. So.
You know they love it.
They love it, dude. You almost need an in case of emergency device to carry around. Like if you really need to scroll.
Oh, it's been a minute.
Better scroll. So, I mean, I'll just have to learn the new system, I suppose.
Yeah, of course you're going to learn it, and you're going to love it.
Because that's how they get you.
Anonymous sources tell Bloomberg the design is loosely based on the software interface of Vision Pro.
Vision Pro sucks.
Have you ever used one?
No.
Okay.
No.
Vision iOS features more rounded icons, a sleeker window system.
That probably is it. They're just like circles instead of squares.
Yeah, like I think you're worrying for nothing.
We're reinventing this from the ground up. Remember the old squares? They're gone. They're forever gone. These are circles now.
What?
Yeah, circles. Circles. The folders are still squares, though. Do the circles have folders? Yes. Yeah. I mean, Vision Pro kind of seems exactly like the phone, except right in front of your face, right?
I think it's a little different,
I guess, but derivative at least.
Yeah.
By the way, Vision Pro is not a thing. Like they don't need to. I mean, it's not gonna be a thing. Nobody has Vision Pro.
Look at that. That looks radically different.
Whoa.
They are circles.
I don't even know what to do.
I didn't even consider. Yeah, because I'm like, where I go like this. These seem like interesting circles and all, but where are the squares? Like where these are not clickable, they are circles.
Oh, I don't like that at all.
That'll be
the circles?
No.
You can't handle that.
No.
I get that.
Look, this is like a mock-up, and it's like, those are circles.
But see, like they changed the computers to kind of look a little bit more like phones and iPads because everybody's using phones and iPads. The idea that they're changing the phones and iPads to make it look a little bit more like Vision Pro, as if that's going to be the next thing. It's not being the next thing. It's not.
It's not Fetch.
Why? Stop trying to make Vision Pro happen. It's not happening.
Wow.
I don't know anybody who's actually like going like, I use Vision Pro Active in my day-to-day life. I've been on one form public transportation where it's like, got a train ride in front of me, time to slap the old goggles on and point at the air for a while. This is normal.
I haven't seen any at all.
None. Because I don't think people want that. I don't think people want that complete disconnect. People aren't ready for a full dystopia. We're all aware that we're headed in that direction, but I think right before that end line, people don't want it.
Well, yeah, because people keep rejecting like Google Glasses.
It's too far.
Yeah.
You don't want something like, because at least you're holding a screen in front of your face. There is you can pretend that you're in control because it's in your hand. The idea that it's just constantly in your face all the time, people don't want that.
That's not to say that it won't eventually happen.
It's invasive. There's something that is totally invasive about it. That like we're not there. And if anything, you might have people that are younger going like, this isn't, to us, it's all a cool, like it feels like it's all grown because we remember what it was like before we had any of this stuff.
Yeah.
To people that are born with all this nonsense, they're like, the last thing we want is more.
Yeah, less, please.
Yeah. It's too much.
And they were born this way.
Yeah, baby. We were born this way. TJ in St. Louis.
Hey, salutations, boys.
Yeah. Fine shits.
So, hey, so I'm first off, I'm Pixel Gang, but looking at the iPhone 17 leaks, that thing is going to look like a Pixel too. So, new design, new hardware. It's going to be great for y'all. Have a good day, boys.
How do you, TJ? Before you hang up?
Yeah, of course.
Because I've thought about this, getting off this iPhone system, getting to the Pixel, getting to something different, right? Just to do something different finally. How do you deal with the fact that you are a green bubble? This is what has stopped me from doing all of it.
Oh man.
That all the normie iPhoners like myself, we all look down upon you. When a green bubble pops up, it's like, really?
Right. So I'm actually an adult, Sam, so I don't care about green bubbles. And they've also moved over to RCS, so it doesn't look like I'm taking photos with a potato anymore. So that's good. But yeah, just growing up is part of maturing, Sam.
Interesting. Okay, I'll take that into account. Thank you, TJ.
Yeah. Have a good day, boys.
He's actually an adult.
Yeah, but Sam, you can't text Stone Cold and have a
green bubble
pop up.
What? Sam. I know for a fact every green bubble Stone Cold gets a response from a blue bubble that says what?
Like you got to think about your image.
Plus, what would Travis and Hot Dog say in the group text?
We wouldn't even group text with you anymore.
It would be over.
You'd have to move over to WhatsApp.
Is that what you do? Because I was going to say your fiance is an Android, right?
Yeah. We just go on WhatsApp.
You WhatsApp.
And I understand. Like I used to make fun of her for doing that, but then I saw how great her pictures look and her video looks, and it's so superior to the iPhone.
It is.
Yes.
Have you thought that's only because you're really bad at taking photos and videos?
I thought about that, but then I let her take a photo.
Smart. Very smart,
I was
dude.
like, you take the same photo.
That's a smart thing to do. Yes, because you go like, you know what? This could be operator error.
Yeah.
Let's choose a different operator with the same equipment.
Yep.
Nope, same.
Genius.
Same food, different operator, different equipment.
So you did the troubleshooting.
I did.
All right.
And
That's
I'm
great,
telling
dude.
you, it's far superior.
I've seen that.
What does she have? A Galaxy or something?
Yeah. So if you're a
plus
content...
WhatsApp is not it's encrypted, right?
I think so.
You can say whatever you want on there.
Yeah.
The government can't do a thing about it.
Nope.
They wish. Never going to happen, bud. That's what I would say. Good luck with that. They're like 6969. I go, you broke in. You figured out my code.
God damn it.
Damn it.
Again.
Man. Well, I'm not changing it. It's too funny.
It's too good.
It's too good. Yeah, I mean, look, it's interesting because I think that's like we all love Black Mirror.
Yeah,
but it feels very much like we've caught up to it. Meaning, not that we've seen all the episodes, like technologically and societally, we've kind of caught up to Black Mirror. So I do feel like Charlie Brooker must be having more and more difficulty.
I understand why the seasons are so few and far between now.
Right, trying to figure out the what ifs because it's like, well, we're doing it already. Like, that's why they had to go kind of, some people liked it, some people did not like it. In the last season, the first episode, where it was the whole, like, AI, you're inside this thing.
I thought it was good. It wasn't great, but
I would agree because it was, but I also think it was because it wasn't as relatable as some of the other ones. Like some of the other ones that people love and that I love are because they're very relatable with this one tweak that is possible. Yeah. And you go, oh, I could see that. Like I could see where I would get the robot that mimics my dead, significant other. I could see where I would get the eye implant to install all my memories in there.
Not that far away.
Right.
But I also love the ones that really aren't like technologically advanced, but like they're just like the horror one that they did in the last season where
the werewolf one or whatever.
No, I'm sorry. Maybe it wasn't like horror, but like when there's that videotape and the kid finds out that like
the documentary one.
Yeah,
that was great.
Like
that
that's
was great.
But that's not that has nothing to do with technology.
No, but it's more of a current day commentary on what is going on with like us and Netflix that they're actually on, and that was a really good one.
That was great. I mean, White Bear's my favorite episode.
White Bear's incredible.
That has nothing to do with technology.
No.
It's just like, look what we can fucking do to you.
Hot Dog loves the video game one.
Yeah, that's his favorite one.
He loves the video game one. Where the guys play the video game together.
Just so they can make out.
Yeah, he keeps talking. Every time we talk about Black Mirror, he's like, yeah, you got to bring up the video game one, right? And it's like, no, we're not. I mean, that's fine. It's a fine episode. We're not talking about that right now. Oh, okay, whatever. Let me know when you are. But they did drop a trailer.
Striking Vipers.
He loves Striking Vipers. He's even calling me, you want to play Striking Vipers? I go, Hot Dog, it's not a real game.
That's not even a thing.
It's not a real game, dude. Stop. No. I don't. I won't even play 2K with him. Because he tries, because you know what he does? I mean, that's what we say.
What if we kiss?
I go, Hot Dog, stop going Striking Vipers on me. You got to stop that stuff. Fine, whatever. I'm not going to play. I'm not going to keep playing with you if you keep. We're in Fortnite. There's no Striking Vipers.
You want to go in this room?
No.
No, dude. No.
All right, fine. But they did just drop a trailer. And this is soon. This is like next month, right?
Next month. You know why? I figured this out. There's so much stuff coming out next month.
Yeah.
Because it's like Emmy cutoff month.
April is?
Yeah. That's why like there's a bunch of new seasons of stuff coming out next month.
Good for us.
Yeah.
The consumer. Oh. Yeah. And it's not even like a mini season. Remember when they did that one? I always worry when they're like, we got new Black Mirror coming. I didn't even know this was coming, by the way. Was this a surprise?
Yes, of course you knew.
Did I?
Yeah, you knew. They announced that like last year because they said that he was doing a sequel to USS Callister.
Yeah, of course, and we got very excited.
Yeah.
I forgot I was excited.
Yeah.
So, but I always get worried that he's going to do like that thing again where he did the 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Because
the one with Miley Cyrus and like,
Yeah. You see that Miley Cyrus Black Mirror?
Yep.
What'd you think?
I loved it. It's the only Black Mirror episode I've seen. But
oh, they're so good.
A lot of them are really good.
But you can really only watch like one a day because some of them.
Because it's so.
Good.
I mean, whew.
You need to decompress.
Yeah, I sit there like the credits are rolling and I'm like,
I don't feel good at all.
Fuck. and I keep going back to them too. Those are the ones that really hurt.
Yeah,
are the ones that I keep watching. Like my wife does not understand it at all. I'm like, let's watch the crocodile episode again. And she's like, no, I don't want to watch that.
No, I don't want to feel that way.
Like feel in what way?
Like depleted. Like you have no faith. It's not even like I feel bad for those characters. It's not empathetic because it speaks to what's going on now. You end up feeling depleted, hopeless, and like not only is there nothing you can do for yourself, but the world is about to go to shit and the damage has already been done.
A lot of them deal with technology.
Yeah.
And how, like, the name of the show,
so
Black
there are
Mirror.
actual, like, parallels to our actual
all
society.
of it is.
Oh, yeah. There's one about, like, robot, like,
chicken.
dogs.
That was fucking crazy.
But, I mean, we're there.
Yeah.
Of course, they literally have the robot.
They're in
cars.
Times Square.
Yeah.
Yeah. Travis, I think, was about to say it, but so I'll steal his observation.
Go ahead.
Black Mirror is when your phone is off, but you can see your reflection in your phone. Yeah. You know, it's like a black screen, but you still see yourself back in it. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, so there are so many, like, you're sitting there going like, oh my God, these people would be so happy, except they gave in to technology. And by the way, I would also give in to technology. Because that's what they do on all these episodes. They make you empathize with the person and then go, yep, I would do that. Yep, I would do that. And then you go, oh, fuck, I was the villain this whole time. And I would do that. Oh, no.
I mean, 15 million, what is it called? 15 million merits or whatever?
I mean, of course.
Like, China's there. Like, that's how their whole entire, like, system works.
Yeah.
You're on a merit-based system now.
And I think it's a matter of time before your daughter beats you to death with an iPad.
I don't know if...
Remember that episode, though?
Yeah, I know.
Remember that episode, though?
I do, but we don't, like, track her like that.
Could you see Travis's daughter beating him to death with an iPad?
1,000%.
We've talked about that before. We'll go to lunch, and I worry about it. I go to McClure, and I go, just make sure that you have a backup in place, because we could be weeks away from Travis's daughter beating him to death with an iPad.
I thought we had a good relationship.
But look at this.
I thought all the tracking I was doing was to her benefit.
But look at the episode, is what I'm saying.
No,
they
no,
had
I
a good
remember.
relationship.
Yeah.
Things can turn real quick.
She was just afraid of dogs. She's just afraid of dogs.
No, I know.
We're just trying to help her because she was afraid of dogs.
That was a bad one.
And now you're watching her do God knows what with God knows who. Poor girl doesn't have a life.
Danielle, you should watch Black Mirror.
It's wild.
Yeah, I feel like this is, you guys are getting me.
Oh, the Christmas special?
With John Hamm?
Yeah.
Great. White Christmas?
Yes.
Is that what it's called? That's
because it's like multiple episodes in one, but they get more and more fucked up. And then the very end, you're just like, oh, God, no.
That's a great one.
Yeah. When they just spin the dial. And you're like, oh, my God.
I might be
go through all of them.
I might be in for a Black Mirror rewatch.
I mean, there's every single one of them.
Even I've ranked them before.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I've ranked, and like, it's so funny. Like, people will disagree, but all the happy ones I put at the end of the list. Like, I'm not into them.
Like, I know that there are a lot of people. Jim, one of his favorite episodes is San Junipero.
And I'm like, skip.
And I can never watch that one again and be totally fine. Not that it's a bad story.
But the story is that regardless of technology, love finds a way. And I'm like, cool. Awesome. Skip.
Yeah.
Skip. Anyway, where's the one where the daughter beats her mom to death with an iPad? So yeah, we get worried because, you know, Black Mirror is at the point. First of all, it is a miracle that they've done 6 seasons of this show and a movie.
No.
And it is still not bad.
Yeah. I mean, they have bad episodes, but
sure, but you can't, like, then they also, like, the newest season had multiple episodes that were really good.
Oh yeah.
Right. The fact that they're still doing it on a show that's this high concept is nuts.
Yep.
Especially with one guy behind it. Crazy. So they're getting ready to drop season 7 next month, and they dropped a teaser. And I got worried.
Watch this?
I watched it.
Okay.
Of course I did.
Sorry.
Because I got very worried watching it because it felt like everything was from like 3 episodes, all the clips that they showed.
Mm-hmm.
So I go, oh, they're only giving us 3. But then at the end of the thing, they said 6 new stories.
Ooh.
And I went, let's go!
I was happy with that.
Yeah.
All right, hang on.
Yeah. And then you got there it is. Well, we know who she is.
We'd like to welcome
the
you
penguin.
Yep.
Ready?
Yeah. 3, 2.
And action.
They call it mind expanding. It alters your neuronal structure.
They got pig vomit in this. They got pig virus. They got Aquafina.
Suddenly, we're not just more receptive.
That guy with the long hair that looks like long legs. That guy.
He doesn't look like long legs.
Sometimes we have to do things that we don't want to do.
What's her name from The Office?
I just want something
That's right.
magical, timeless.
Come with me.
We'll all be cyborgs before long.
Just remember that they're AIs. To them, this is real. Ready?
I'm ready.
Kids love honey. That's why parents love Honey Nugs.
the sweetest way to start your day.
They got commercials in school. Look, I don't know. We're trying to we make heads or tails with it. You can
We're getting quite.
You can turn it down.
Yeah, I mean that's the great part about.
That you can just wildly speculate.
Yeah, I have no idea what these episodes are going to be.
And you don't know which one is from which episode, which ones match up. I mean, you can see the cast, obviously, some of them. But, yeah, like I said, I mean, I'm watching this going like, what is this, like 3 episodes? You find out it's 6.
Yeah, because it does look like, it's so hard to tell.
What's great is that they have somebody in, because the first thing I thought, when Apple came out with Vision Pro, and you could see the eyeballs of the person wearing the Vision Pro, but then you find out that the eyes that you're seeing are not actually their eyes, that there's a camera inside that is then showing the video of the eyeballs on the outside. So you're actually you're looking at somebody in the eyes through a camera lens.
Which I still can't, get my
It's
head
horrible.
around.
It's horrible. But then they show somebody in the trailer, and it looks it's just Vision Pro.
Yeah.
You know?
He was probably pissed. He's like, Apple took my idea.
I literally did that. Well, how did I not get a patent on that? Yeah, so I'm super pumped about it. I think it's my expectations are high. They've done nothing to quell any of my expectations about Black Mirror. It's such a good show.
I'm in until there's a reason not to be.
Yeah.
And he's the type of guy, he's like what's his name? Charlie Brooker?
Yep.
He's the type of guy who's like Larry David, where it's like, however long it takes, I'll see you then.
And guess what? There are a handful of people that have earned that right.
Yeah.
There are a handful of people. Larry David earned it. And he kept the integrity of the show throughout. Years would be gone, and he'd still come back with the same integrity of Curb.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie's the same way. As long as the integrity of the show remains, whatever you need, bud.
You need 1 year. You need 8 years.
That's right.
I'm good.
I'm in it for Bandersnatch. I'm in it for all of it. Whatever you need from me, bud. I'm here for you.
I will choose my own adventure.
That's right. And they're like, except if you have Apple TV. And I go, well, that's most of us. That's almost everybody.
I remember I had to watch that on PlayStation.
Same.
Yeah.
Same, because I was trying to pick my own adventure.
Danielle, there's a Black Mirror movie that you can choose what you want to happen.
It's a choose your own adventure movie.
And then the movie goes in that direction.
Well, it's almost like a cutscene of a video game, except it's a movie where they go. It's like a movie, like a movie, where they go. The main character gets to this spot, and it's 2 options, and you get to pick one. And then the movie continues on based on what you picked.
So how did they do that when it came out in theaters?
It does.
It does. Netflix.
Never did. You just shout at the screen if you went to the theater.
Right.
The fuck?
Yeah. They would take a vote.
Left.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they've been trying to do choose your own adventure movies forever, where you just go and shout at the screen. Yeah, so the same day, I think, we found out that there's a new Black Mirror. We also found out there's a new Ted Lasso coming.
So you just had a great day.
Yeah. Didn't they specifically say that was going to be the last season of Ted Lasso? They kind of put a bow on it, didn't they?
Yeah.
First
of all, I mean, the story is done.
It's done. There's a bow of all bows.
And Jason Sudeikis was always clear that this was a 3-season arc, and then that's it.
But he didn't die.
No, he didn't die.
So?
And then Apple was like, would you like a lot of money?
And Jason Sudeikis was like, I would not only I would love a lot of money. Which, by the way, I would also love a lot of money.
Yeah, funny you mention that. I'm not really doing anything since Ted Lasso came out.
That sounds great.
So I would like a lot of money.
I would love a lot of money. And I want Olivia Wilde to know exactly how much money I'm getting. I hate her. That's what he would say.
Actually, yes, I dislike my ex-wife.
She sucks.
So, yeah, that's coming back.
Yeah, they're saying it, but now it's a new story, I guess.
It's a new story. I think what I read is that he's coaching a girls' soccer team.
Ladies
soccer team.
Ladies soccer.
Well, I wasn't sure if it was like young girls or whatever.
That'd be weird.
He's got a kid.
Like retired, and now he's just a high school coach. It could be
weird.
It could be. They could make it like a teen melodrama.
Yeah. Deion Sanders is coaching football.
You talking about Coach Prime?
Yeah. It's not weird.
I mean, it's a weird narrative for the show because it's not really about Ted Lasso anymore then.
No.
Right? It would be about the teens.
So, yeah, he's coaching a lot of ladies.
But also, and
I'm sure all of our favorite cast members will be back.
Hello, Ted. Look who's here in the States.
Why are you in Kansas?
But isn't it like he ended up doing a good job coaching that British soccer team?
Yeah.
So the whole thing was that he was a fish out of water and people didn't have faith in him, right?
Yeah.
But now people would have a lot of faith in him.
Yeah.
All right. Kind of changes the whole dynamic, no?
Maybe he'll fail.
And then he's got to rebuild?
Yeah.
Cool.
Don't ask me. I don't get paid to write this set.
Listen, I just hope we see beautiful people.
I'm sure we will.
With problems that are relatable, but not that bad, that get solved. That's all I'm hoping. And most of these streamers refuse to do shows like that. That's definitely not every single show that they come out with, where it's beautiful people with with great interior design in their houses. With problems that are relatable, not that bad, but get solved. I'm looking for a show like that. If anybody can point me in the direction of a show like that, that would be great.
I can't think of one.
Nope. Definitely not that Harrison Ford is a psychiatrist show. That's not like that at all.
Have you watched that?
Yeah, it's the same show. It's Ted Lasso, except with the therapist and Indiana Jones. Of course she does. So does mine. Of course. And what am I going to say?
Yeah, it's fine. Jefferson Darcy's in it.
Of course. Yeah.
Every time he comes on the screen, I'm like, that's Jefferson Darcy.
That's Jefferson Darcy. That's fun.
Yeah. Where's his No Ma'am shirt?
But I mean, it's annoying because it's another show that it's like, oh, you don't like that? And I go, no, not really. And they go, oh, I guess you're a bad person. And I'm like, fuck. I didn't realize.
Yeah, like I would not call it incredible like some people do.
No.
It's fine.
It's shiny, happy people. You know, I mean, it's beautiful people, fairly well off, but not too well off.
Great houses.
Yeah, that have beautiful houses with great interior design.
I love the theme song because Ben Gabbard from Death Cab for Cutie did it.
Sure, of course. They have problems, but not that bad. They can get solved, and we'll feel better.
And they all help each other.
And they all help. Yeah.
And what's the common thread? That guy from Ted Lasso.
That's right. That's right. The guy from Ted Lasso will be there for every single one. I mean, look, maybe I do have the problem, because meanwhile I'm sitting here advocating for the shows that I sit in the dark after I watch and make me feel like we don't have a prayer of survival for humanity.
No, I like those shows.
Yeah, but people don't like feeling like that. I understand that. Maybe not.
I don't. Yeah, I'm with you.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah. I'd rather watch something that's stressing me out.
Yeah. I feel like can I tell you the truth?
I would love to hear that.
I feel like my brain is melting when those shows are on.
When Shameless is on?
No, not
Wait,
Shameless. Is
that what it's called?
No, Shameless is great. The William H. Macy show.
No.
No, it's called Beautiful People with Great Interior Designers that have kind of problems.
Shrinking.
But shrinking. That's it. AKA Shrinking. When Shrinking's on, when Ted Lasso's on, when so many of these shows are on.
And I like What's-His-Face?
I like all of them. Jason Segel, I like all of them. I don't have any personal problems with any of them. No. And I'm real worried because this is why I didn't even want to talk about it. Ted Lasso's going to come back and they're going to be like, oh, do you want to have him in studio? I'm like, of course. It's a big show. I'm not going to be able to tell anyone to their face that I don't like the show, but everyone listening is going to know I'm a fraud like Ted Cruz.
You want to tell Jason Sudeikis?
No, I'm not going to tell him his show stinks.
Be like, hey, your show stinks, but props to you.
But yeah, you're probably making a lot of money. So
also remember Chip Chipperson?
Yeah, that's the direction I'd like to go in, but I can't. And then everybody goes like this: oh, you got to see this show. And I watch it. I'm like, I shouldn't have seen it.
Or just get the other girl in and talk about her Fargo.
I love Fargo.
She was great in Fargo.
Fargo's so good. Oh my God, she was amazing in Fargo. Yeah.
It was like the perfect thing for her to do after Ted Lasso.
She got the forehead, that girl. Yeah.
I don't know if you got to say it like that.
That's who we're talking about.
You could just say the British one that was in Fargo.
Oh, she is British. Yeah. That's just the other thing I thought of first. But yeah, she was amazing in Fargo.
Yeah.
And she just like, you don't know, like
Juno Temple.
Juno Temple rules from Fargo. We love Juno Temple.
Yeah.
From Fargo.
Yeah.
By the way, Fargo is like one of the best shows on television. And that's what frustrates me. I don't mind Ted Lasso existing. I don't mind if you like Ted Lasso. I don't judge you if you like Ted Lasso, by the way. A lot of people do. I may be in the wrong. But just the idea that, like, I can't go anywhere without somebody talking about, like, the beautiful shows.
Still?
Everybody
even though they're not on?
Everybody loves them. Everybody loves them. And I can't, like, get a conversation going with somebody about the Fargo show.
Nobody's ever seen it.
They're like, what are you talking about? I go, no, every season's different. It's amazing.
You mean the movie?
They're like, oh, yeah, I think I saw that movie. Wasn't it kind of sad? I go, whatever, dude. Whatever. I mean, it's so good. John Hamm just stands up after taking a bath in that bucket with his nipple piercings. And there's no sort of, here's why the nipple piercings were important. It's just like, yeah, this character would have nipple piercings.
That was probably his choice.
Probably, and he made a great choice. He probably really got him done. Yeah, I love most seasons of Fargo.
Yeah.
Chris Rock season's okay.
It's okay.
It's fine. I'm not mad at it. But
it's forgettable.
Which is better, because I love the first season is unbelievable.
First season's untouchable. Second season's untouchable.
Second season's untouchable. Second season is the one with Fat Damon in it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Second season's untouchable.
Right?
Yeah. Third season.
Second season has what's his face from the fucking
Conjuring movies.
Yeah.
Love him.
Patrick Wilson.
Patrick Wilson. That's my guy, too. He lives in Jersey. I sat behind him at Metallica, and I've interviewed him a bunch of times, and he remembers me. Just thought I'd share the story.
That's cool, right, Troy?
Awesome.
Was that a good story?
Fuck yeah.
Okay, let me write that down so I remember to repeat that.
Season 3 is the one when Ewan McGregor did 2 characters.
Good. Not untouchable.
It was good.
Good.
He was really good.
He was
did 2
great.
characters. Season 4 is the Chris Rock season.
Okay.
It's okay.
It dipped.
Jason Schwartzman, I remember him being in it.
It was good.
It's okay.
Yeah. But you start to worry.
Yes.
Because you had 2 great seasons, and then you have good, and then you have okay, and you're like, uh-oh, I guess we're done.
Season 5.
And then season 5 comes back and hits you like a mallet.
Yeah.
They're like, oh no, we just remembered what you were looking for. Because season 5 is great.
Oh, and Jennifer Jason Leigh is great.
She's amazing in it. Yeah, season 5 Fargo is great.
Yeah. Dave Foley was in it. He was great.
He was awesome. Season 1, 2, 5, must watch.
Yeah.
Must watch.
In that order.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say so.
1 is untouchable. 1 is such a perfect story.
Billy Bob. And you think it's over, and you realize there's 2 more episodes.
Yeah. Billy Bob, Martin Freeman.
Choice. Make this. It's up to you. What do you want to do?
This?
Yeah. Yeah. God damn it.
I've never been more scared of somebody.
There's so much rewatching that I have to do. Meanwhile, I'm trying to get through White Lotus. I still got Severance episodes.
You got like 8 jobs.
And I forgot. And these kids. And all these kids.
Are you caught up on Severance?
No, I'm in season 2. I don't think I'm
You better catch up before the finale this weekend.
Oh, I'm definitely not.
Here you get some spoilers.
Oh, yeah. I'm already seeing this White Lotus. Everybody's talking about. I'm dying to see the Sam Rockwell, Walton Goggins scene.
Yeah.
I'm dying to see it. And
I don't know what it is.
I'm still in season 2. And I'm dying to, but I can't skip ahead.
I think we're going to start season 3 tonight.
You didn't watch season 1 or 2?
I watched 2. I watched 1.
Okay.
I didn't watch 2.
Okay. I think
Kathy Kelly told me what happens at the end. I'm good.
We're good. All right. We got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you'd be all right. But I got to get through season 2. I got to do it the right way.
You got to do it the right way. You started with Traitor season 3. You didn't even watch 1 and 2.
You mean to tell me that integrity-wise and narratively speaking,
you didn't know who the hell Kate was when she came back in Traitor season 3 when they were doing the chess game?
Oh, yeah.
You didn't know who she was.
I didn't know who half the people were on that show. I don't know anything about Scandavals. I didn't know who any of those people were. They're like, oh my God, Gabby's here. I'm like, Kathy's over here going like, yeah, she does all the TikTok sounds. I'm like, TikTok sounds? The hell are you talking about? You mean that app where people scream in the grocery store? Yeah, I don't know who anybody is on the Traitors. I don't need to know.
All right.
They're like, oh, look at this crazy girl from Survivor. I'm like, Survivor went off the air in the early 2000s. No? I guess it's still on. And I don't think that the Traitors is built with the same level of integrity that White Lotus is. God bless.
It might be.
I don't know for sure.
They're both standalone
Fruits.
story. Fruits.
It's a standalone story. All right, let's take a break. So much to do. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back with Sam Roberts Show.
Always fighting. Don't fight this. It's still fire.
We're back with Sam Roberts Show.
Scenes stuff going on here all the time. Obviously, that's how you do a show. There are scenes. Some things you have to do behind them. And we've been working on getting Mike Boschetti in studio. Mike Boschetti, one of the great stand-up comedians, been on the show before. He's now become an icon with Adult Swim.
That's right.
And in the limited time that we have launched this version of the show, we have actually confirmed Mike Boschetti as an in-studio guest no fewer than 3 times. Is that right?
Today is actually the 1-month anniversary of me booking Mike Boschetti.
Wow. And there was one in between. So it's 3 confirmations, yes?
Yeah.
Yes. And so we have been canceled by Mike Boschetti 3 times thus far. We are keeping tabs. I want to say that the first cancellation morning of?
Night before.
But
I was already asleep.
Right, bedtime though, night before. We're not talking about 7 p.m. You're talking about 11 p.m., something like that.
I was already sleeping. I woke up to it.
Yes, we woke up to the news that there would be no Mike Boschetti 30 days ago. And then since that time, there was another incident.
Morning before.
Where he was confirmed. And so you're saying 24 hours. Morning before.
Yeah.
Not morning of.
24 hours.
Okay, so then, yeah, a couple weeks later, we confirmed him. We said, okay, you can't come in, so let's reconfirm you and get you this date. Definitely? He said, definitely. We said, okay.
Great.
Morning before, no can do, not going to make it.
Canceled.
Citing medical concerns. We said, canceled. However.
Let me rebook you real
Rebooked right now. That's the assignment. Right now, rebook. He was rebooked for today, and then yesterday we got the news that unfortunately Mike Boschetti would not be in studio this morning. So in 1 month, we have had 3 cancellations within 24 hours or so at the last minute from Mike Boschetti. Now,
I was really confident about this one.
Me too.
Because he texted me on Tuesday to confirm.
Oh, double check.
So I was like, yeah, bro. I said, looking forward to it. Can't wait.
And this is Mike wanting to come in. We're not trying to pursue Mike to hey, come in. He's like, no, I want to come in.
Mike asked me to come in. Yeah.
Okay.
But we will also pursue.
Okay.
I mean, I'm pursuing now. It's my responsibility as a producer.
Of course it is.
To rebook a guest who has to postpone.
We got to get these guests on the calendar.
Yeah.
Do we have another date?
Well, here's the announcement that I would like to make, because I don't want this to be a bad news segment. You know, everybody's like, oh my God, he's canceled 3 times in a row in a month. There is good news.
Okay. Oh, you're like Jim from The Office when he was doing that pandemic show.
That's right. It's a good news show. Mike Boschetti has been rebooked and confirmed.
That's right.
Mike Boschetti will be in studio.
What's the day?
Next week.
What day?
Do we have a day yet?
No.
But next week.
Definitely next week.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely next week. Okay, so
lock it in.
So lock it in, guys.
Sure, you got DraftKings? Place that bet.
Place the bet. Lock it in. Okay. We're done with the cancellations, because definitely next week we will have, you guys got to tune in every day next week, because one of those days confirmed, Mike Boschetti will be in studio. So we got it locked in. We got it locked in. It's a definite. We thought the others were a definite. As it turns out, they were not a definite. They were canceled. However, this time, things will be different, and Mike Boschetti will be in studio next week. So that's very, very exciting. I can't wait. When do you think we'll have a day for next week? Because I'd like to promote in advance.
Oh, by Monday. By the next show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so by Monday.
I mean, I'll probably reach out to him today.
Smart.
Yeah, but you'll be able to say something by Monday.
By Monday, we'll be able to announce what day next week Mike Boschetti will be in studio. Definitely. We will announce that in advance, because and we wouldn't normally, because a cancellation would be so embarrassing.
Yeah, you don't like to say hey, so and so is coming in today,
right?
Because then when it doesn't happen,
that's embarrassing.
You look like an idiot,
right? And people go like, "What? People just cancel on your show like that?" So, but we are so sure that we will have Mike Boschetti in studio, because he's promised that we will be announcing in advance what day he will be in studio. So that's very, very exciting. That's very exciting for all of us right now.
I'll tweet it out too.
We should let the world know that while those were canceled, the new one is confirmed. So I can't wait. I can't wait to share that information with you. Mike, I'm hearing now that Aaron Rodgers is kind of the speculation, of course nothing official, is down to either Pittsburgh or the Giants. Is that right?
That is what I heard. Yeah, I guess
speculation.
I mean, Minnesota didn't seem to make much sense. So this
too cold.
They play inside. Okay. But they have a very good young quarterback.
Good to know. Okay. Because I was thinking.
It's supposed to be back this season.
Be freezing over there. But okay, so he'll be back. And it's not a weather-related problem. It's more the way the team's set up. Okay.
Aaron also played in Green Bay, so I don't know that.
Wisconsin.
Yes.
Dome?
Outside.
Must have been freezing.
Quite chilly.
Mike's bringing up some good points there.
Well, he's a football guy is the thing. Mike is an expert at the sport.
And a meteorologist.
And, yeah, also, he knows Mr. G. Yeah, so Aaron Rodgers are saying it's kind of... Rodgers seemingly is down to just the Giants and the Steelers after the Vikings passed on signing him, and he's in no rush to decide his 2025 plans, is what ESPN reported on Wednesday. Okay, so we don't know exactly when we're going to get...
I don't even think he's booked the Darkness Retreat yet.
Is that where you just get to see the darkness every single night?
Yep, they just play, I believe, in a thing called Love.
I mean, that whole album
and get your hands off
Can't forget that one.
Motherfucker!
Hands off of my woman!
I mean, that whole album is incredible.
And he still sounds good.
You could play the whole album every night in the Darkness Retreat.
That's what it is.
Is it a Darkness Retreat or is it a Darkness Cruise?
No, it's a retreat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Band cruises are so out.
Right. You like band retreats.
Darkness retreats are in.
Are what's in right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So he'll just like, third time he's heard Growing on Me, he'll go, you know what?
I think I know what this is about.
I'm feeling the Giants right now. They still do ayahuasca, but it's just the darkness is playing the whole time. I mean, that's my fantasy. That it's
seeing the darkness?
Seeing the darkness while doing ayahuasca on a retreat and seeing them play every single night. Yes.
That's a weird fantasy to have.
That's my fantasy. It's been my fantasy for a long time.
Good for you.
Ever since I was a college kid, up late, MTV was on, they're playing music videos, and the music video for I Believe in a Thing Called Love comes on, and my life was changed forever. Forever.
You're like, damn, look at this guy.
Oh my God. I'm like, is this a parody? No, this is the real thing. Is this old? No, it's brand new.
Those are his nipples.
Right. Oh. Permission to Land, start to finish. Black Shuck. Everything on this album is
banger after banger.
Untouchable. Yeah. And I'm like, Benny in Minnesota.
All right, I got a question and then a comment.
Nice.
Who the fuck is this Mike Bichetti?
It's Bo Shetty. He's one of the top comedians, icon of Adult Swim.
It's on the biggest show on Adult Swim.
He was on. He was a sidekick on the Artie Lang Show. He's been on incarnations of the morning show on this channel. You know, he's Mike Boschetti. Everybody knows him.
Yeah, I don't, so must be a whatever. And I watch a lot of Adult Swim, but I don't watch the stoner fucking cartoons after midnight. So.
Well, then I think you're just watching Cartoon Network. I don't think that's Adult Swim.
Oh no! I watched the good shit. You know, the Family Guy, the fuck American Dad.
That's nice, bro. Adult Swim. Nice, bro. You're thinking of Fox's animation station or whatever they call it. It's animation domination. Animation domination.
Yeah, well, it comes on Adult Swim early, so some people can't stay up all night watching bullshit. But
yeah, they have to watch
the whole
that at 10.
Karen Rodgers thing.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, the whole Karen Rodgers. The reason he's taking his fucking time.
Right.
I heard that.
Is because no one fucking wants him. No one wants his bullshit. We're sick of his bullshit in Green Bay and Minnesota. They didn't want his bullshit. He's just toxic.
Yeah, except
he's a toxic asshole, and he does not want to be coached because he thinks he's way too good.
But it says there's two teams that want him. It says the Steelers and the Giants. The way that article is written, it's saying it's up to Aaron Rodgers whether he goes with the Steelers or the Giants.
I hope it's the Steelers.
It's all about how big of a pay cut he's actually going to have to take because he's not an elite quarterback anymore. He's washed the fuck up. He's not going to be like Brady. So, and he's uncoachable. He's toxic.
See, this
what happened with the Jets.
This is what I was saying. You're not wrong. I get it. You're not wrong. But this is the actual fantasy I was talking about. All I want in life. This is it. Mm-hmm. And I got kids. All I want in life is for Aaron Rodgers to sign with the Giants and be there for one season and just have the most phenomenal season you've ever seen and get along with the coach and like make everyone believe, holy shit, was it everyone else the whole time? He still got it. He's amazing. And have all the Jets fans who literally went to the same building and just cried tears for 2 full seasons. Go, what the fuck happened? What?
Right.
That's what I want. That's what I want.
Now, don't get me wrong. I've watched him in Lambeau, and I've been in Lambeau in the freezing cold. He played pretty good back when he was a young whippersnapper, but yeah, he's fucking done. He's washed up. Just right off into the sunset, Karen, and bye-bye.
I love it. I love it. We'll see.
Later, boys.
Thank you. I love your takes. I did like those takes. Chris in Connecticut?
Yes, gentlemen, you guys are doing a great job. My new favorite show, and who would think we could get a tight 60 on Ted Cruz's favorite films today?
I know. It was a tight 60. I got to tell you, a lot of people would be surprised, but we somehow jammed a lot into that 60.
I just was calling to wish our dear Travis a happy birthday tomorrow. I always remember your one day in front of me back in 1981. So happy birthday, Trav Dog.
Thanks, Chris.
Is your birthday tomorrow?
Yeah.
It's the big 6-0 tomorrow, isn't it?
6-0.
Troy, this is not your
Happy
bit.
birthday. Mike, you know what I'd like you to do?
You don't get to have that bit.
I'd like you because not only do you do a good job of flexing your literal muscles,
13 minutes left,
but you do a good job of flexing your creative muscles. I would like you to come up over the weekend with some creative ways to tribute Travis in a belated way for Monday.
We don't need to do
He
that.
would
We're
like
busy
that.
on Monday.
He would like that. So if you could find way, and maybe it's through decoration, maybe it's through production, maybe it's through song.
Or a nice haiku.
Maybe a haiku. Something like that. Just really like.
I got to be honest with you. I would love a Mike haiku.
Maybe maybe a
Mike's
couple
not one
of
for
them.
brevity.
Maybe a couple of them.
Yeah, I'm more of a Beowulf guy.
They call this a triple haiku.
Yeah, I know. The edit feature on the Montone is still, we're still going through the kinks on that.
Give you the Iliad and the Odyssey.
But yeah, I mean, if you could flex, because people see the pecs, they see the bis, the tris, they see the quads. Flex that brain of yours. You know what I'm saying?
The other muscle.
And yeah,
right, I'll turn Japanese for a day.
That's right. And really, because Travis wants to be tributed.
I don't.
Yes, you do. He does,
Son of a
right?
bitch.
Yeah, let's celebrate. Nice 6-0
Stop
for Travis.
Is he 60?
He's 60.
Then what is you?
Congrats, dude. Congrats on making it this far.
I'm 35.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. You don't look a day over 34, my man.
I'll tell you what, Troy. Filling out that shirt pretty nice.
Wow. What are you saying?
I'm saying you look good in that shirt.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Is he saying you're gaining weight?
No. I'm saying it's
Are you complimenting his body?
Yeah.
He's trying to get out.
I can't
Are
say
you hollering?
He's trying to get out of Dutch. He's trying. Maybe if I compliment his body, he'll stop making fun of me for being 60.
I can't make fun of his body after what he showed us yesterday.
Bro.
I'm back. I'm heading back.
That's what I'm saying. That shirt.
I told you. I'm done
Little
being
V-neck.
fat fuck.
Looking good.
Look, just because Troy is
Stop thinking about my birthday.
Because Troy is, you knew. Troy is susceptible.
I was 13 minutes away from the end.
Changing
of
the subject. You understand? Travis was just trying to change the subject so you stop talking about his birthday. But
Sam and I are the exact same person. Please don't talk about our birthday.
yeah, there's no reason to. I don't need it.
No.
But I'm worried. I am worried.
Why?
We know what he does usually on the weekends.
Oh, he hits the sauce.
Oh, yeah. He hits that bottle hard. I can't imagine.
He's going to really celebrate.
Oh, yeah, he is.
There's nothing to celebrate. It's just another day.
Oh, yeah, he is. What are you asking for your birthday?
Nothing. Don't look at me that way.
What are you asking for? What are you What presents are you asking for?
Asking for some presents.
You got to be. Everybody asks
Which
for.
Disney pins do you want?
Oh yeah,
I don't collect Disney pins.
That's not true.
I saw your wife sent me your bag with her. I don't know why her initials are on it, but she sent me your bag. What do you get? What do you hope you get for your birthday?
Nothing.
Bottle of whiskey.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, a couple bottles. Add it to the collection.
Nothing.
Anything you're gonna change going into the new after
you mean going into 6 decades?
6 decades, like we were like, oh, I'm gonna start doing this.
Let
You're
it
drinking
ride.
more water.
Yeah,
I'm drinking a lot more water.
Are you gonna start
Yeah.
exercising?
You know why he's drinking more
one
water?
thing at a time.
Huh?
You know why he's drinking all that water?
It's actually
trying to kill the hangovers.
That's the way to do it.
No.
Showing up.
Start exercising.
One step at a time.
Why? It's not the big.
You know, at your age, after your birthday, you could start mall walking. What if he
Like
started
power walking?
Yeah, through the
With,
mall.
like, little weights on
He
his
would.
arms?
He'd bring the 2-pound
I'm
dumbbells.
busy in the mornings.
Walking through the mall in a tracksuit.
Yeah. Can't mall walk in the afternoon.
Wouldn't it be great too? He'd get jumped in the mall because there's nobody left in there. You know, there's nobody who goes to the mall anymore. Have you ever thought about mall walking?
No.
Well, it's your birthday.
I'm not that old.
It's your birthday.
It doesn't matter if it's my birthday.
You're about to be that old.
I'm not. I'm still very far away from 60. Troy.
I wouldn't say very far. You're closer to 60 than 20.
Way
closer. I mean, yes.
So it'll be here before you know it.
One hand.
I'm almost closer to 60 than I am to 30.
Oof.
It's time to start thinking about what you're going to do, bro.
With your life.
What do you mean? I'm doing it.
No, like health-wise.
Health-wise.
I'm good.
How are you going to make it to 70 is the question. It's only 10 years away.
Gotta see my daughter graduate high school.
Yeah. Are you going to go out to dinner?
Yeah, I'm sure we'll go out to dinner.
Chili's?
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
That'd be a great idea.
We have an Applebee's in Staten Island. I would be fine with that.
My birthday comes, my wife tries to take me out to some nice place. I'm
Oh,
like,
no.
why? What is this for you? Whose birthday is it?
That's she's trying to ask me like what I'm in the mood for.
Sex.
No.
Tell her that.
For dinner.
I feel like making love.
I'm like, I don't know, whatever. Like, and I don't want to be an asshole about it. But it's like, whatever.
She wants to celebrate you.
And I just want to stay home and...
You don't want to be celebrated.
Knock him back.
No, not knock him back.
Oh, yeah, he does.
I mean, it's a Friday, so I will have a drink.
He fucks up all his video game scores. Because he's got a real bad habit of turning on the Nintendo Switch after he gets all fucked up on whiskey. And all his scores get messed up. He has to spend the whole rest of the weekend trying to fix them.
But, like, you know, like...
I
don't need to go to dinner.
Can't believe I sold my whole farm. That's what he says.
I can't get that back now.
Oh my god, I got so much work to do. I gotta stop drinking.
It's out of control.
It is out of control. My farm shouldn't look like this. I sold my sheep.
No, I don't need anything.
Come on, it's nice to get something.
It's fine.
Ray in Georgia?
Hey, as a longtime fan of T-Dog, I would like to get him a birthday present.
I appreciate that.
What are you going to get him?
What is his favorite Disney princess? And I'll have a cameo done for him.
That's a tough one, Trav. Can you pick your favorite Disney princess?
It's like asking what my favorite kid is. If I have more than one.
You have one kid. Shouldn't be that tough.
No, that's a Sophie's choice.
Yeah. Between you and the dog, I just don't know. Between you and the stray cat that we give milk to, I don't know who my favorite is.
Oh.
Who's your? He's a big. He likes Ariel.
No, not really.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Which version?
The Alyssa Milano version, of course.
No,
okay, I got
He
you.
said, Ray. Actually, Travis said his favorite Disney princess is the new Snow White. He loves the new Snow White. He said that. He said this. Finally, they got it right. Down with the patriarchy.
Well, yeah, she doesn't need a Prince Charming.
Thank you, Ray. Are you going to check? Doesn't that come out this weekend?
Yeah, it comes out today, I guess.
Perfect birthday. You got to be fucking through the roof on that.
No, I'm not going.
Are you psyched?
You're not?
I mean,
you know what he said? This isn't Walt's vision.
Woke Disney. That sounds like right up your alley.
You must
No,
know
I like
woke.
Walt Disney.
Oh,
I thought you were saying woke Disney.
I'm sorry, buddy.
No.
Oh. You're not going to go to the movie theater and have like a movie theater birthday party?
I wouldn't be against having a nice dinner at the Alamo. You know that.
Ooh.
Bring a little flask so you can be
No, they
tooting on it.
serve. They serve.
He'd take a little toot for himself. He'd like order a Coca-Cola, pour a little something in there. They'd be like, "Sir, we serve drinks here." He's like, "I know, but I like to."
I just do my own.
Yeah.
It's cheaper.
Yeah. Maybe that's what he needs, a new flask for his birthday.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
I don't have a flask.
With the Disney princess engraved on it.
I don't think
That's
they
right.
make those.
Wouldn't it be great to get him a flask with the new Snow White engraved on it?
I feel like, who's this? That's the new Snow White.
He's like, no. The Snow White, the new one.
The correct one.
Yeah. I like the new Snow White.
Come on, man. It's your big day. You
It's
gotta
your
do something
big day,
fun.
dude.
No, I don't care.
Yes,
you know
you-
I don't care. How many times have we gone through this?
I know, but you know.
I think he cares.
It's the day that you're celebrating.
I don't care.
I think he does. This is what I think he does. He does like this. He goes, "I don't care. I don't want anything. I don't care. I don't want anything. I don't care. I don't want anything." Did you guys not do anything?
Yeah, of course.
Where is everything?
Right.
You
Oh.
guys, you mean you You didn't get anything?
He says he doesn't care, but then he's in a bad mood as the day ends on his birthday.
He's like shitty about it.
Anybody won't say why.
Yeah.
Not fine. I'm fine.
It was a tough week at work.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know. Those guys are assholes.
Sam was being a dick all week.
Yeah. Big surprise.
All right, I guess I'm going to bed.
Well, if there's nothing else to stay up for, guess I'll hit the hay.
All right.
Man.
Yeah, you gotta be celebrating.
You don't want any special presents?
I couldn't even tell you what I would ask for.
Robux?
Nice dinner.
Yeah, we're going to go out to dinner.
But you don't know where?
I don't know where. And I would prefer not to know where.
Okay.
I choose everything else.
That's sweet. They'll pick something nice for you.
Sure. You're a decision maker regularly.
Yeah.
The last thing you want is
Somebody
to have
else
to make
figure
another
it out.
decision.
Especially on your birthday.
Yeah, it's going to be Chipotle if I pick.
That would be great.
And I'd be fine with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I try to... I mean, my wife doesn't understand. She's like, I can make you a cake. I go, Jay, I want
You call her
fun.
Jay?
Yeah. That is what I call her.
Is it?
100%.
Okay.
I go, I want funfetti. She's like, what do you... I go, the icing in a can. Like, get the icing in the can. Get the cake in the box. Like, don't stop. It's just stop. Stop trying to add to it. I'm telling you. This is what I actually like. I'm not just saying it. I'm not trying to make things easier for you. I like cake in a box.
Dick in a box.
I like dick in a box.
You call her Jay because of Jay Uso?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Because I've never heard you say that before.
I go
Now
like
it makes
this.
sense.
I go, oos. Oos.
Yeet.
Do this for me. Yay. Yay. Yeah. She does it. She always tries to do nice things. And I go, I want a chain restaurant.
I'm good.
I want a pre-made thing. Like, I want, like, whatever you would get a 12-year-old. Like, whatever garbage. That's what I like. That's just what I like.
I'd much rather spoil other people. Like, I like...
Why? Because you're already spoiled?
But I don't... No, because I don't need anything. I'm not like a material person.
But we're living in a material world.
That's my
And
problem.
you're a material girl.
No. I don't need anything. I couldn't tell you what I need.
I can tell you what you need.
I can tell you a couple things.
Yeah. How about a clue to start?
How about a little muscle mass?
Guys, these aren't things I can buy.
A fucking Tic Tac.
Just
Stick a deodorant.
A good attitude?
Yeah. Somebody to tell you when to shut the fuck up. Now it's just
Shit on him.
any insult you could think of, whether it applies or not.
No, I'm good.
Yeah. Stylist. New pair of shoes. I like my shoes.
What's wrong with my shoes?
Yeah.
They're supposed to have holes.
You should come back a whole new you, I think.
I'm good.
You should reinvent yourself over the weekend.
You should embrace the scarf and come in looking like Timmy.
Yes. That's what you should do at this stage in life. You should, like, try to be more like Timothy Chalamet. Like, start dressing like him.
I wish I could be like Timothy Chalamet.
You can.
He's
You
so
can.
cool.
You can. If you believe it, you can.
If you can dream it, you can do it.
Yeah.
New decade, new you.
Don't dream it, be it. You know what I'm saying?
Who said that?
I believe Dr. Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
We start wearing suits to work.
Why would I start wearing
yeah.
suits?
Yeah, you'd look like a balding review bra.
What a horrible idea. Start wearing suits?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should start wearing suits, dude. People would take you seriously,
I
finally.
don't want to be taken seriously.
Yeah, well,
And I want to be comfortable.
Suits are very comfortable. You get a nice tailored suit.
But you don't look professional. You look more
You
professional in
don't.
a suit.
Who here wears a suit?
Well, who here's a professional?
Andy Cohen?
Yeah.
Andy Cohen wears a
and he
suit.
looks professional.
Well, yeah, he runs Bravo.
People kowtow to
I
him.
run Sam Roberts.
What? That's a big show. You should
With
take
an apostrophe, by the way.
Yeah.
It's possessive. I don't even own it.
You should take some pride in it.
You should. Triple H thinks it's cool.
Hell yeah.
The Rock thinks it's cool.
The Rock has just heard your podcast.
Loves the podcast.
But if he heard the show, he would definitely love the show.
Yeah, I mean, imagine if I'm not talking about wrestling. He's like, this sounds way better.
I'm not wearing suit. Wear suit.
You should
What a
start wearing
stupid
suit.
fucking
You should,
That's what
you
you
should
should-
mandate that because Howard did that to his staff. Like you have to wear collar shirts and suits.
I know.
You should make your staff.
Oh, just to me? Oh, okay.
Well, you're the top guy, so
Yeah,
like
you
we'd
are.
start
You're
with
the
you.
leader.
Yeah. Also, he didn't do that as a bit. He did that for real, right?
No, 100%.
Okay, that's cool.
That was weird.
Yeah, I think you should. I want to be represented properly. That's why Mike Boschetti keeps canceling on
Do you think
us.
that's why?
Because he thinks he can.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'll ask him.
If you wore a suit, he wouldn't cancel on
I'll
you.
say, Mike, I'm wearing a suit.
Yeah, that's right.
Will
FaceTime
you come
him.
in?
FaceTime him.
Can we jump on FaceTime real quick, Mike?
You should tell your wife real quick right now, I need to get some suits for my birthday.
Hey, I don't know if you bought anything yet, but I'm going to need about 5 suits.
Wouldn't it be great, too, if he like went way over the top and they were very stylish suits with, like, you know, plaid patterns and stuff on them? That'd be awesome.
Yeah, or if he looked like
Conor McGregor.
Yes, get Conor McGregor suits.
Or a Roger Stone zoot suit.
Oh.
Zoot suits are coming back.
With like a pocket
With
watch?
pocket watch, yeah. Yeah, I think that'd be good.
And like the wingtip shoes?
Oh, yeah.
Travis would be the fucking man.
That's crazy. We used
I
to have-
wouldn't be the man, and you're smiling while you say it.
If I saw you in a zoot suit?
That'd be awesome.
A zoot suit is different.
It's crazy that we used to have Roger Stone in studio all the time, and all I did was ask him about how big his suits were.
I mean, they were big.
They were huge.
You look like a clown. Look at you swimming in them.
I was going to move into one of his pant legs.
It's hard to think about anything else.
I couldn't. And he's done a lot of shit, but I still couldn't.
That was a wild time.
That was a wild time.
It was interesting for sure. All right. Well,
All right, let's get out of here.
yeah, I can't wait to see coming up on Monday.
So Monday, it's the kind of celebration of Travis.
It's the new.
Oh, we're good.
The new Travis will be here on Monday.
Okay, so wow us on Monday.
Yes. Danielle's even
I
excited.
can't wait to see what you wear.
Yeah.
It's going to be probably this. If
It's
I
gonna be
forget
all-
that I wore it today.
It's either going to be a suit, it's going to be something Timothy Chalamet like, something. You either got to go professional or skew younger.
A Disney princess.
Or a Disney princess. Have you thought about skewing younger?
No.
Oh, okay.
Younger.
All right.
Or maybe just come in as like in the Borat thong that goes up over your shoulders.
I mean, that's
Somebody already did that.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Can I keep my beard, or do I have to have a Timothy Chalamet mustache?
Yeah, I mean, your wife's great. Oh.
You would hate that.
Did you hear what I said?
What?
I said, yeah, your wife's
No,
great.
that's not cool, man.
Get it? She's the beard.
It took me another minute.
It took a minute to hit, but it hit hard.
That's all that counts. We'll see you on Monday.
This has been Sam Roberts Show. If you missed anything or want to hear it all over again, check out Sam Roberts Show on the SXM app.